God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. And for when I think I lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave you, gave me you. He gave me
My Country 1017.
The following is a special presentation of KHST 101.7 FM, Lamar. It's time for Lamar High School Tiger football. Catch all the action of the six-time defending Missouri Class II football champion Lamar Tigers right here on the voice of Tiger Sports, 101.7 FM. Lamar Tiger football is brought to you by
Lamar Bank and Trust, Halo and Palo, Fast Eddie Hot Rod Shop, Legacy Farm and Lawn, Stevens Automotive, Edward Jones Agent Pat Bar, Barton County Memorial Hospital, Gearheads Garage, Ted Reevely DDS, Lamar Truck and Tire, Dr. Jeffrey Moyer, Dairy Queen, Premier Home Mortgage, Jeffrey's Plumbing, Heating and Air, Vision Solutions, Washburn Farm and Home, Shelter Insurance Agent Bruce Boleen, O'Sullivan Property, American Family Agent Eric Hughes, the City of Lamar, Jones Plumbing, Heating and Air, Heritage State Bank, and Eisenhower Lumber.
It's time for Tiger football. Let's go live to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show with Tyler Dara, the voice of the Lamar Tigers, only on 101.7 FM.
Hello, everybody, and welcome out to St. Louis, Missouri, on the campus of Lutheran North High School as the reigning, defending, six-time Class II champion Lamar Tigers travel over to St. Louis to take on the Lutheran North Crusaders in this Class II semifinal action. It's win-or-go-home football from St. Louis. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. This is My Country 1017.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Matt Davidson and Lamar help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Matt handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money Matt can help you put towards a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Matt Davidson today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Upgrade your internet to NetVision's high-speed service today. Whether for your home or business, NetVision has the speed that can fit your needs. With standard service plans up to 20 megabits per second download and upload, as well as unlimited data, you can stream video, send files, or just browse around on the internet with no need to worry about your data use. We have been serving homes and businesses in Southwest Missouri for over 13 years with our fast and friendly techs. Give us a call at 417-232-4774 and let NetVision help connect you to the world.
CY6 Designs has moved up to the east side of Lamar Square at 1030 Broadway. Their new location gives them plenty of room to handle all your custom printing needs, from full-color custom banners, vehicle graphics and wraps, custom screen printing, team apparel, signs, and embroidery. Have a design in mind? Ask them about custom designs and printing to fulfill your needs. CY6 Designs, call them at 417-682-4018.
Now available at CY6 Designs. Laser engraving on most items, and also trophies. Go Tigers! Your number one Lamar Tiger fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Bull Insurance Agency is a winning combination. They will work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit your local independent agents at Bull Insurance Agency in Lamar or see them at bullinsuranceragency.com.
Where would we be without electricity? And who knows electrical needs better than Webb Electric? Webb Electric can handle jobs large and small, farm, home, commercial wiring. Webb Electric serves the entire area with professional work completed in a timely manner and reasonably priced. When you need electrical work for your farm, home, or commercial job, contact Webb Electric. Over 40 years of quality service. Webb Electric, 417-682-5419.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show here on My Country 101.7. It's time to take a look back at Lutheran North as they come in with a perfect record on the season, 13-0, headed by head coach Carl Reed. The Crusaders made their way through their entire regular season, going unblemished, like we said, with a perfect record. Starting this off over in Evansville, Indiana. Evansville, Mater Dei, taking on Mater Dei, not, I guess I would say a Mater Dei, not the Southern California Mater Dei, but Evansville Mater Dei taking them down 39-18, and then blasting off huge wins over Orchard Farm, Westminster Christian, and MICDS by final scores of 79-13, 59-17, and then 56-7. So at this point, they are 4-0. They have played 2 games on the road, 2 games at home. Then they go on a 3-game stretch of giving up a total of 26 points while scoring a huge number, giving wins against Burroughs of St. Louis, 82-14, over at John Burroughs High School, and taking down Lutheran South in a rivalry game, 50-12, and then a forfeit win on top of Prairie from St. Louis, Missouri as well. So technically a win there of 2-0. Then they took on another Mater Dei out of Breese, Illinois, at Lutheran North, 59-0 there. And then in their final regular season game, they took on Normandy out of St. Louis and beating them by a final of 82-6. Their playoff run started with Carnahan, beating them 55-0, taking down Trinity Catholic in a thriller in which they stopped Trinity Catholic from getting a 2-point conversion to go to win that one 48-46. And then they took down Caruthersville in a game in which Caruthersville would have won. The Tigers would be at home at Thomas M. O'Sullivan Stadium, but it did not work out that way as the Lutheran North Crusaders ran through Caruthersville, a final of 64-7. This Lutheran North team has actually beaten teams by a point spread margin larger than Lamar this entire season, which is baffling to me, calling all of these games in which Lamar holds teams to 1 score or no scores. And then you have a team like Lutheran North who actually outscores teams by more than that. This Lutheran North team is very strong, and this will be the biggest test of the Lamar Tigers this entire season. They do have quite a few kids that are being looked at for Division I. Head coach Carl Reed will talk with us about that in a little bit when we visit with him. But again, this Lutheran North Crusaders team is ready for this contest, but the 6-time defending Class II state champion Tigers are even more ready. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at how Lamar made their way to this semifinal game. This is the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
When you're hungry, get yourself down to Cab's Cabin on the west side of the square right here in beautiful Lamar, Missouri. Cab's has delicious, fresh, hot fish and chips and the best tasting burgers around. Cab's Cabin has great daily lunch and supper specials to satisfy the biggest appetites. So if you're in the mood for some great food, great fun, and the friendliest crew around, Cab's Cabin Restaurant is the only place to go. Right here on the west side of the square in beautiful Lamar, Missouri. Remember, for delicious, hot, fresh food, it's the one and only Cab's Cabin.
Success for any team is based on teamwork. The Lamar Tigers reach their maximum potential with focus, confidence, desire to win, and keeping a positive attitude and never giving up. Hi, this is Jennifer Stietzman Yarslick with Stietzman's Action Realty. We share the same philosophy as Lamar Tigers and working together. My agents focus on what we do best, handling the technical details of the market analysis, finance, negotiations, and keeping abreast to the latest trends and techniques to marketing, and helping our clients reach their real estate goals of buying and selling. Stietzman's Action Realty, going the distance for you. Check us out, www.actionsold.com, or like us on Facebook, Stietzman's Action Realty.
Here's something worth shouting.
From the hilltops to the rooftops, you're a member of an electric cooperative.
That means you have a say.
A voice in how your co-op is run.
In what's best for the community.
Power to the people.
For the people.
From the people.
Doesn't that sound good? Learn more about the power of your co-op membership
at togetherwesave.com.
This message is courtesy of the Barton County Electric Cooperative in Lamar, Missouri.
Parks Towing congratulates the Tigers on a great season and continued success. When you are stranded because your vehicle won't go, then call Parks Towing. They tow anything from cars to big rigs, and they go anywhere, anytime. Parks Towing can also get your car unlocked, bring you fuel, or get your tire changed with their mobile road service. Write this number down so the next time you need help, call Parks Towing, 417-761-4218. That's 417-761-4218. And they also offer a 10% military discount. Parks Towing.
Redneck Blinds. You've heard about them or seen them. But have you heard the quote some people say? Jason Aldean says redneck blinds are the Cadillac of all blinds. It's ridiculous how perfect they are for hunting. Dale Earnhardt Jr. says redneck blinds are durable, well-built, and beautiful. You can get away with a lot of movement within the blinds, and you don't have to worry about scent. Luke Bryan says redneck blinds are the top of the charts when it comes to shooting houses. They are warm, comfortable, and better designed for the hunter than anything I have seen. But don't just take their word. Check out a redneck blind today at redneckblinds.com. Redneck Blinds and outdoor products, changing the way you hunt.
Did you know that over one-half of every dollar you spent stays in the town where you spent it? And the sales tax you paid goes to improve local roads, parks, and emergency services? During this upcoming holiday season, support local businesses and jobs by enjoying a shopping experience right here at home. We at the Barton County Chamber encourage you to shop where your heart is and shop local. Visit bartoncounty.com to learn more.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show again from Lutheran North High School in St. Louis, Missouri, about a 4.5-hour drive from Lamar, Missouri, as the Tigers travel over to take on the Lutheran North Crusaders in this Class 2 semifinal action. And you ask anybody, a lot of people would say that this is the de facto state championship game. This side of the bracket looks, at least by my count, a lot stronger than the other side. So if the Tigers come away with this one, they should have a very good shot at winning their 7th straight state title. If Lutheran North, by any stretch of the imagination, comes out of this contest, they would have a very clean shot at winning a state title as well. So this side of the bracket, definitely one of the strongest ones. And instead of taking a look at the entire regular season of the Lamar Tigers to this point, we'll go ahead and just take a look at their playoff hopes all the way through the first game against California. They took California down by a final score of 69-6, and actually through their first 3 playoff games gave up a total of 12 points, beating California 69-6, Warsaw 57-6, and then Fairgrove 61-0. Then they travel on the first game away in the playoffs to take on Ava, and a very hard-fought contest between the Lamar Tigers and the Ava Bears, in which Ava had a chance with the ball as time expired in the fourth quarter. Maybe a couple shots towards the end zone. They did not get that. So the Ava Bears fall in their season, and then the Tigers get to 8 more days of football as they win 28-22. Again, this brings the Tigers to the semifinal action, and the Tigers have been in this is their 9th straight semifinal appearance in Class 2. And if they win this game again, they are looking for their 7th straight state title. The Tigers have 47 straight games winning, so still looking to continue that streak as well. The Lamar Tigers are headed by head coach Scott Bailey, who last week was a little bit at a loss for words, as he said that he just was not very comfortable calling plays against Coach Swafford of the Ava Bears. So looking for a little bit of a better performance today, but it will not be easy, as this Lutheran North team is very strong. Lamar Tigers, they're headed by their two studs on defense and on the ends, the two guys that will basically set the edges and keep everything inside. That is T.W. Ayers on one side, Cooper Lucas on the other. T.W. Ayers, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 8 Conference. On the other side of that, Cooper Lucas, the Offensive Player of the Year. And they will also be headed in their linebacking core by Travis Bailey, the nephew of Scott Bailey, the son of Coach Stephen Bailey. And he will be heading the linebacking core. There's been a lot of shifts in the linebackers and secondary, with Michael Danner being out with a ankle injury. It will be kind of almost a game-time decision who exactly will get the start in the secondary for the Tigers. But we do know one thing. It will be a lot of Cooper Lucas running the ball today, as it was last week as well. Duncan Gepner actually had more carries last week than Cooper Lucas did. So look for Duncan, Michael Henderson, and also Cooper Lucas to be running the ball a very large number of times today. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll be joined by the head coach of the Lutheran North Crusaders, head coach Carl Reed, right here on the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. This is Lamar Football.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
McFadden Latin Title, doing business as Palo & Palo in Lamar. Nevada owned and operated by Lonnie and Cindy McFadden, Palo & Palo is a full-service title company serving Barton and Vernon counties for over 10 years. When you need any type of title work for your real estate closing or title search, Palo & Palo will provide you with fast and accurate results. Palo & Palo know the effort needed to put together a championship team. Good luck during the season. Located at 127 West 11th Street in Lamar and 121 East Cherry Street in Nevada. Or call in Lamar 682-6776 or in Nevada 667-2882.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT. LBT's staff is available to discuss account questions and solve problems when you need answers. Consider a switch to LBT, a customer-friendly bank that has a winning record of personal service, quick loan decisions, Tiger Pride debit cards, and mobile banking. Lamar Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wondered where Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop went? They're located just off the northeast corner of the square, and they're ready to service your car. It doesn't have to be a hot rod. Sure, they do kick-butt classic car restorations, but they also perform oil changes, AC and heater service, brakes, tune-ups, and training service too. And should you have a mishap, Fast Eddie has a body shop and collision department as well. Trust your ride to the guys who literally know cars inside out and upside down. Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop, 902 Broadway, Lamar. Call 681-0125 for an appointment.
Does your car shake, rattle, and roll? Barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialist at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
Looking for an auto repair shop that's experienced and you know you can trust? The answer is simple. It's CMAC Auto Repair. Quality repairs have been a standard at CMAC Auto Repair for over 15 years. CMAC Auto Repair offers computer diagnostics to diagnose car problems and repair them correctly. Oil changes to an engine overhaul. Trust your ride to the CMAC crew. Find CMAC Auto Repair at 12th Street in Lamar or call them at 681-0848.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on My Country 101.7. Earlier this week, Mike Snow and Chet Coupland of the local show on ESPN 100.7 were able to sit down with the head coach of the Lutheran North Crusaders, Carl Reed.
We're joined now by Carl Reed, the head coach of the Lutheran North Crusaders. They will play Lamar on Saturday, 1 o'clock. You can watch the live video stream on our website, ESPN1007.com. And Coach Reed, you guys are off to a pretty good start this season, 13-0 overall. How do you feel like you played?
I think we played well coming into this game. We've done a really good job on defense. We've been okay on offense and special teams, and I'm proud of the way the kids have competed up to this point.
You take on a Lamar Tiger squad. They've won 6 consecutive. Everybody knows about that. And never rebuilding there. They're just reloading, led by Cooper Lucas this year. They're 5'11", 225-pound running back and defensive end, an all-state player a year ago. But what's the biggest concern heading into this matchup on defending the Tigers?
Well, I don't know if concern is the right word, but they obviously have a great football team. Coach Bailey is just one heck of a high school football coach. He's done a tremendous job. I've built a really solid relationship with them over the last couple of years, talking ball with them, running into them at spring practice at Mizzou and things like that. And one thing you know about Lamar, they're going to play extremely hard. They're going to be very good and physical up front, and they're going to play mistake-free football for the most part.
We're talking to Carl Reed, head coach of Lutheran North, here on the local show with Mike Snow and Chet Coupland. And, Coach, what's your style of play offensively, and who are some of the guys on that side of the ball that have stood out and made plays here through the first 13 games of the year?
Well, we're going to run the ball. We play probably similarly to Lamar. We try to run the ball and control it. We don't throw it all that much. We have some very good running backs, and Donovan Marshall and Kanan Brooks and Nick Lodge. All three of them had about over 1,000 yards for the season. And so we look to distribute it and run the ball that way.
Well, you look at the size in this matchup. I mean, I see 245 pounds as a D-end on your team, 285-pound tackle, 245-pound tackle, another center D-tackle, 245, a 300-pounder on your team as well. And you look at Lamar, they have a few 300-pounders and some 285 guys as well. This is 2A football Missouri, but, man, there's some big kids out there.
Man, there's some huge kids. It seems like kids are getting bigger these days than they were back when I was playing. But I guess something would have to give. Something's going to have to give. But, no, they've always been great up front. Lamar just had some huge kids. They've had some great linemen. The Bailey brothers who played there a couple of years ago were probably as good as I've seen in any class. As impressive as they were when I saw that Lamar team play. So it's an unbelievable program they have down there.
We're talking to Carl Reed, the head coach of Lutheran North, here on the local show with Mike Snow and Chet Coupland. And a couple of weeks ago, you knocked off Trinity Catholic 48-46, the team that Lamar beat in the state title a year ago. And, the thing that stands out about that game, that was the only one close. Your next closest to that was 59-12. Were you pleased with the way your kids responded in adversity in a playoff game, and they came down to the wire and you found a way to make plays to win it?
Oh, absolutely. Trinity has a great team and a great program as well. They're probably player for player the most talented team in the state. I don't think that many people can dispute that. And in a game where our guys had to show some resiliency and overcome some mistakes that we made, I thought they did a good job of closing it out.
And what do you expect the atmosphere to be like at home on Saturday?
Oh, I expect there's going to be a lot of people here. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere, the kind of atmosphere that a semifinal game to make it to state deserves. I expect Lamar to bring a huge contingent of people down to St. Louis, and everybody's going to watch a good, hard-fought high school football game.
And it shouldn't take very long with both teams wanting to run the ball, right?
Man, you never know. You never know how these things end up and how the game goes. But I anticipate a very, very physical game, though.
Well, Coach,
Coach, do you have players being recruited at the Division I level? I heard that one of your defensive ends being recruited pretty heavily.
Ronnie Perkins just committed to the University of Oklahoma. another defensive end in that class, Devion Harris. He's a junior. He has several Division I offers. Devin Ruffin, our middle linebacker, is committed to Bowling Green. Donovan Marshall at running back is committed to Arkansas State. Isaiah Zubicki, a junior, has over 25 offers in that class. So we have a few guys that have been getting some high-level recruitment.
Well, Coach Reed, thanks for the time and good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you, guys.
Washburn's near Lamar has an economical selection of material handling buckets for dirt, rock, sawdust, or litter. Washburn's makes buckets in any size or width. We build standard size, low profile, large or extra large buckets from 4 foot to 9 foot wide. Our rock buckets are great for sifting out dirt and other small material. We can also install a grapple to suit your needs. See Hayspear.com or call us at 800-283-7107 or come see us at Washburn's, just north of Lamar, East Outer Road, Interstate 49.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called the unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, Edward Jones' philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Pat Barr can help you.
Only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reevely. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast in names and numbers.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, and sow roots. Give nourishment, guidance, and care. Through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy. Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
I'm joined by Lamar coach Scott Bailey, and the Tigers improved to 12-0. A tough 28-22 win at Ava. And, Coach, after the contest, you got to look at it. How would you rate the game against Ava?
Well, Ava played really well. That's for dang sure. When we get a team down 28-6, going into the fourth quarter, historically, that's our wheelhouse. That's where we were able to jump on teams and put games away, and that didn't happen. Offense couldn't get things rolling in the fourth quarter, and defense started to give a couple big plays, and it got close right there at the end. And fortunately for us, we made the plays necessary at the end of the game to win it, get 7 more days of football and a chance to fix what we didn't do well in the game and come back and play a really good Lutheran North team.
And, you can learn something through some adversity, and the main thing is you won the game.
Well, people, our players are upset. I was upset. Nobody was happy with how we played, but I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty any day, especially at this time of year. You lose a pretty game during the regular season, you still got to come back and play the next week and fix things. You lose a game right now, your season's over, and you got to figure out a way to live with it. So, we've talked a lot this week about playing our best and finding a way to enjoy what we're doing more so than that trip to Ava. I don't think that anybody enjoyed anything we were doing down there, and it showed. And it's taken us a little while this week to kind of work that game out of our system, but we still won the football game. And one point I made to our kids is, we teach you how to block and tackle. I mean, that's what football coaches do, but I think we learned how to overcome adversity. And if you look at what took place at Ava, just about every situation was adverse. I mean, a long road trip, we knew that. We've taken those trips before, but some of these kids haven't. Got some injuries that we had to deal with right at the start of the game that changed a lot of stuff we were trying to do. Davis playing extremely well, and they're doing some things on offense and defense that we struggle with. It's just one of those deals that we wanted the kids to understand. You overcame adversity, and you succeeded. That's a good thing. Is it perfect in the way you dreamed it'd be? No, but you did win the game, and you learned a life lesson that when things aren't going your way, you got to find a way to overcome some adversity, find a way to be successful. And I think that's what we did last week, and we're working through some of that this week, and hopefully we can go out and play a really good game against Lutheran North.
And Lutheran North, again, the long road trip up St. Louis way, but when you're familiar with, and they're coming off a big win over Caruthersville, what do you know about them?
Well, they're big, they're fast, they're athletic, talented. They look strong on film. Well, Coach Carl Reed has kind of went against the norm. When we see East Side teams and we see spread teams, that's kind of what, East Side of Missouri, that's kind of what they're known for is spreading it and throwing it. And, Coach Reed there at Lutheran North has changed their offense and changed their identity, and they may be the only team in the state that throws it less than us. So don't be a short game. Whichever team can block and get their run game going, whichever team can tackle and limit the other team's run game, that's probably the team's going to win the game. It's going to come down to old school blocking and tackling.
And you always throw out the turnovers and penalties, and at this point in the season, kids ought to be pretty comfortable, been through a whole season, but that always pops up in the back of your mind.
It popped up last week big time. We had 2 touchdowns called back for penalty. We fumbled the ball going into the end zone. Those are points that we normally put on the board. We're not a team that turns it over, and we're not a team that gets a lot of penalties called on us most nights. So more adversity, just when you think you're going in to score and you're going to increase your lead and maybe get that momentum and get that, starting to roll a team like we've been accustomed to, you get a call back for a penalty. And I mean, as a coach on the sideline, I get dejected at that. I'm looking to put them points on the board. Imagine what a high school kid feels, when you think you just scored and it gets called back, or you think you're going to score and you fumble it in the end zone and get a touchback, things like that. Those are points that we normally score. So this week against Lutheran North, that critical mistake, that fumble at the wrong time, that penalty at the wrong time, those type of things can kill a drive. And when you're playing a team that's going to run it as much as they are, you're not going to get as many possessions in the game. So you got to make the most out of each one.
And I guess, again, the long road trip, but one you're familiar with, that's got to be a plus.
One thing in our program that I think our kids get that a lot of high school football players never get is the chance to take an overnight stay with their buddies. And we've been able to do this every year. And, I know looking back on my high school days, that would have never been a possibility. I didn't get that experience until I was in college. And these guys are getting to do it in high school. They're getting to pack up and leave school and go on the road and eat out. And our kids look forward to trying to being in a restaurant with people they don't know and trying to be impressive and trying to be mannerly and trying to represent our town and our school well. And same thing at the hotel. They look forward to trying to sell Lamar and Lamar High School as they travel. And it's an experience that a lot of high school kids don't get, and they do value it. I mean, don't think that they don't. They do value it, and they're looking forward to making the trip.
Lamar coach Scott Bailey, thanks for talking with us, and good luck against Lutheran North.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating would like to wish their hometown Lamar Tigers football team good luck this season. Heating season is just around the corner, and it's time to get your heating system cleaned and checked to ensure it is working properly. If it's time for replacement, your local family-owned York Heating and Air Conditioning provider since 1991, Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating can take care of it. Call Jeffrey's at 417-682-5727 for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Go Tigers!
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta. Or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized cravings. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper.
Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Bruce Boline show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Good afternoon on a Saturday here from Lutheran North High School as the Lutheran North Crusaders play host to the 6-time defending Class II champion Lamar Tigers. I am the voice of the Lamar Tigers, Tyler Darrow, alongside the public address voice of the Lamar Tigers, Bob Peterson. And Bob, it's been a long road for the Tigers to get here, 12-0 to do it, but Lutheran North on the other side of that, 12-0 as well, and they are ready to get this game underway.
Yeah, it should be a good game today, Tyler. The winner of today's game will play the winner of the Lafayette County, Clark County game, and we'll try to keep people updated on the scores of that as well as others around our area. And I appreciate being here with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for running the camera. For those of you that are watching on our YouTube stream, we do have to have the camera looking through the window, which does have raindrops on it. So if it every once in a while you'll see a little bit of a blur, it's not because the camera's out of focus or anything else like that. It's because there is just a little bit of a raindrop in the middle between the camera lens and the players. But we are definitely happy to have a video broadcast for you today. We did not think we were going to, but special thanks to Stevens Automotive as well as all the people who have helped us. Those people are Mike Clements, Jim O'Neill, Jeff Tucker, John Gilkey, Lamar Bank and Trust, Fast Eddie Hot Rod Shop, Justin Ogden, Kevin Bull, Jason Bartlett,
and Pat O'Neill. Definitely a special thanks to each and every one of those supporters of Lamar Tiger football for allowing us to have a video broadcast here from Lutheran North. It's a 4.5-hour drive from Lamar to Lutheran North. I made that last night. I was able to actually go this morning to downtown St. Louis and see the sights and sounds of downtown St. Louis. Saw the Scott Trade Center where the St. Louis Blues play, as well as the Dome at America's Center where the former St. Louis Rams played and now used for a lot of different events. And then also saw Busch Stadium where obviously the St. Louis Cardinals play. So how did you like the drive? I mean, it's one that the Tigers are definitely familiar with, though, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it was a good drive, up 44. Got here last night, spent the night, great. Lamar has won the toss.
Okay.
We've elected to defer. We'll be kicking to the Crusaders to start the game.
Okay. Kickoff temperature about 45 degrees. When I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, it was 70 degrees. So definitely a drop in temperature since then. It has spit all day. It started that earlier this morning. And to tee it up for a Lamar Bank and Trust kickoff, it is the kicker for the Tigers, Travis Bailey, the nephew of head coach Scott Bailey, son of Stephen Bailey, on the sideline of Lamar. There is a huge contingent of fans for Lamar on their sideline, and we are ready to get this thing underway. Class 2 semifinal action, winner-go-home football, and we are underway. It will be brought in by Lutheran North about the 5-yard line, cutting out to the right-hand side, making a cut down the right-hand sideline, a spin up to the 30-yard line. Didn't catch a number there. It's going to be extremely tough to see the numbers, especially because of the rain on the window, but that was a return by Nick Lotz. And here come the Lutheran North offense. They are headed with this double wing run attack, very, very similar to the one that Lamar plays. Not two quarterbacks, though. Obviously, just one quarterback in there for Lutheran North, but they will run the ball, and they will try to do that all day in this contest. They come out with the single wing on the right-hand side. Linemen put their hands down, a fullback run. Looked like Caden Brooks on the carry. And it's going to go nowhere. No gain on the play. Those big four, all of those big eight, all big eight first-teamers up there plugging up their run lanes, as well as Travis Bailey coming in from the Mike linebacker spot, stopping that run on the inside. You got to get your run game established. Coach Bailey said that these teams aren't going to get too many possessions, so whoever gets their run game started early is going to most likely win this game. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Under center. It'll be a sweep all the way to the 50-yard line, and he's going to be stopped by Dylan Hill, making a stop on the left-hand sideline all the way past midfield to the 38-yard line. And that was Nick Lotz, the senior wide receiver and defensive back, able to run that sweep play. The edge wasn't set for Lamar, and they give up a big gain.
This will be pretty much of a ground battle. They run a lot. We run a lot. Just a little bit of passing, but
exactly.
Mostly run.
Very, very close to what we saw in the Seneca contest, where both teams ran almost each and every play. There's a flag. It'll be a illegal procedure on the Lutheran North Crusaders. The lights are on here already, and it's 1 o'clock. Definitely a strong overcast, but the Tigers and Crusaders doing battle already, and the Crusaders have gotten that early first down in which Ava was able to do last week. They went down, scored on the first possession, got a couple first downs, something that not a lot of teams have been able to do on Lamar. They were able to do that, and Lutheran North has done that. It is now 1st and 15, ball at the 43-yard line of the Crusaders. Ball on the left hash as well, under center. It'll be a handoff this time to Donovan Marshall. Marshall to the right hash, and he is brought down for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 15, and that'll send the Lamar Tiger fans on the other sideline into a frenzy. It's going to be these yards are going to be tough to get for either side. You have an extremely tough defense for Lutheran North, and obviously we've seen it all year. Lamar's extremely tough defense as well. A lot of kids looking at Division I offers for Lutheran North. We'll talk about that as soon as we can, but fast pace here for the Crusaders already. Under center, 2nd and 14, it seems, for the Crusaders. Sending a running back in motion, the sweep play, and Aaron Menning will go ahead and sniff that out. And a tackle for loss. It'll be now 3rd and very long.
Great job. Last play, Cooper Lucas. Great job on D-end, turning the play in. Our linemen closed. Linebackers closed in. Great job of defense. Also, shot the linebacker. Great job. Defense looking great.
And like we said, you have T.W. Ayers on the close side defensive end, Cooper Lucas on the far side, Andrew Hillman, and also Hunter Bayless in there on the defensive line. We'll talk about the linebackers as soon as we can. It'll be a little bit of a play action. Hillman trying to sniff it out. Chase Davey will end up making the tackle. Number 33, the secondary, the free safety, coming over and making the stop, and it'll bring up now 4th down.
4th and long for the Crusaders. Great job. Good defense. Lamar's looking great on their defense, and this should be a defensive battle.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think yards and touchdowns will come in a premium here today, especially in a little bit of a slick football situation where you're not going to see a lot of passing. I would probably say you can maybe count the passing attempts on one hand, to be quite honest with you. Punt formation back deep to return for the Tigers is Landon Hardman. Cooper Lucas had a look at it, maybe attempt to block, and it will bounce at the 10-yard line, take a good Lutheran North bounce. This is going to be dropped well back in the 4-yard line, but the actual line judge will say that the touch happened at the 6, so Lamar will take this ball at the 6-yard line off after a 3rd down stop, brought out 4th down. Here comes the Lamar offense, a chance to strike first here in the first quarter. 9-10 on the clock. We are tied at nothing. The first offensive possession for the Tigers coming up right now.
Looking forward to seeing the offense work against their defense here. It's going to be a tell here this first drive.
Yep, Donovan Marshall, Devin Ruffin, Ronnie Perkins, all 3 players accepting offers, or committing, I should say, to colleges, are run by Duncan Getner. Ends up running right down the right hash mark. Duncan Getner comes up, kind of limped a little bit. Not sure if he was celebrating or if he was possibly limping, but that's definitely tough to see. As we talked about, we see Michael Danner on the sideline over there in jeans and street clothes, along with our starting quarterback this year, Stuart McCarris. Injuries have been a tough problem for the Tigers this year. Duncan Getner. It'll be Henderson who hands it off to Cooper Lucas. Lucas to the 14-yard line, and he is stopped there by that Lutheran North defense. Devin Ruffin, the linebacker, has committed to Bowling Green out of Ohio, out of the MAC, and also Ronnie Perkins, a defensive lineman, defensive end, has committed to the University of Oklahoma.
Very few defensive players can grab Cooper like that.
Yeah, it'll be tough for the Crusaders, that's for sure. There seems like Duncan Getner gets past the 20-yard line. First down for him. Again, remember, each and every one of these first downs brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Be sure to check them out in Lamar for all of your automotive needs. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. They have towels each and every play wiping off these footballs, as you definitely don't want to have a slick football, especially with having a backup center in there after Cameron Augusta was put out last game. Getner hands it off to Landon Hardman, trying the sweep, and he will be brought down by the defensive end of Lutheran North. So it's still going to be 2nd and 10 after no gain on the play. Actually, maybe a loss of 1, so 2nd and about 11, I say.
Getting them to bite on some type of deception is going to be key. You see their offense has a lot of deception.
Exactly.
It's going to be key to throw a defense off.
Yeah, but especially with this spin-type quarterback and a lot of misdirection for Lamar, it's going to be tough for sure, especially not in the best lighting situation with having a very bad overcast with the lights on. That'll be a run by Duncan Getner up the left side.
Our O-line is looking great so far. They are controlling that line of scrimmage. Our O-line is creating great holes. Great for the quarterbacks right up the middle. Good job, O-line.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think the point of attack, as Coach Bailey talks about each and every week, is going to be one of the differences in this contest, whether Lamar can control that, push the defensive line back a couple yards and let their running game work, or if Lutheran North is going to go ahead and maybe try to drive that O-line back of Lamar. A timeout is called by head coach Scott Bailey. We will go ahead and take it with him. The score is 0-0 with 6:39 on the clock here in the first quarter. We are back in 30 seconds on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Golf or call them at 417-682-5521.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
The quarterback keeper by Duncan Gepner, and he will be snuffed out, and this will bring out the first fourth down of this contest. And we have seen the exact mirror of each drive. After getting a first down, Lamar gets stopped on third down to bring out fourth. That is the exact same thing that we saw Lutheran North the other side. So when you look at these two teams, really almost virtually identical when it comes to points scored, points allowed, points differential, and then now you see these two teams basically go back and forth with drives that mirror each other, as we see a timeout called by Lutheran North. We'll go ahead and keep it here as we come through, but really two teams that mirror each other so much. You have two double wing offenses, one of them of the Tigers that has two quarterbacks, one of them for Lutheran North that has a quarterback that's under center most of the time, but really two teams that are going to kind of battle this thing out, grind it out, and we could see a very low scoring game, or we could see something kind of really blow up and turn into a shootout. It could really go either way.
Normally when you have two running teams, they eat a lot of clock, low scoring game. You're going to see one team get a break, somebody bite on a deception somewhere, and that's probably going to be the difference in the game. Penalties and mistakes are going to be key in this game.
Yeah, for sure, especially whenever you have so much misdirection for both teams. Lamar, obviously, with their spin-type quarterbacks, and then Lutheran North with their double wings, sending everybody in motion. It's going to be, like you said, maybe one missed defensive assignment, and that could be a touchdown. Cooper Lucas, the punter, will kick it and ends up hitting at the 30-yard line, brought in at the 20, taken by Lutheran North, and a couple Tigers there on the stop. It looks like it was Daniel Contreras along with Chase McKibben coming up with the stop for the Tiger return team. And now we'll see the Tiger defense come out after stopping Lutheran North after giving up a first down. We'll see them come out again. And like you said, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this is like a 7-point game towards the end of this thing, but maybe 7-0, you know.
It'll be close.
Yeah, for sure. First and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line of Lutheran North. Under center. Handing it off. And stopping them dead in their tracks will be Travis Bailey as well as Andrew Hillman. And like we were talking about earlier,
Great job. Isaac Collins in there. Great job. Shot in there, part of the tackle.
And Josh Hopkins, the quarterback for Lutheran North. He's been under center every time, every offensive play for Lutheran North.
Got a score from for our friends down in Carthage. They're tied up 7-7 in the first with Staley.
And there's a lot of Southwest Missouri teams being represented in this week's contest. There's a big run by Lutheran North all the way past the 45-yard line, 46, and it's Caden Brooks, the senior running back, with the run. So it'll be now first and 10 for Lutheran North at the 46-yard line, about 4 yards away from midfield. And like you said earlier, just one defensive assignment that's missed, and you blow a play for 14 or 15 yards. You take a couple of those, and maybe one of those goes to the house, and that probably is going to be the difference because both these two teams extremely disciplined on defense. Hopkins hands it off again, this time up the middle. It looks like Kanan Brooks on the carry one more time. 49-yard line for Lutheran North, just about a yard away from getting into Lamar territory. It's now second and about 6 yards to go.
They play power football.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Power football. Coach says, get me 3 yards. 3 yards each time, and he's happy, and that's what they play.
Exactly. That's what they say. You get 3 yards of play, you're going to be driving all the way down the field, and that's what they have done this drive so far. And there's going to be another flag. Close line judge will throw it and it'll be another illegal procedure on Lutheran North, so it'll back them up 5 yards. So make it now 2nd and about 12 for Lutheran to gain.
We're playing Lutheran North. There's a Lutheran South up here in St. Louis. Mount Vernon is playing them, and Mount Vernon is under 14-0, getting beat 14-0 in the first quarter by Lutheran South.
Yep, be sure to check them out. The Class 3 action, Class 4 Webb City being represented in that one. Class 5, like we said, Carthage, and Class 1 even in Lockwood. It's a double reverse. It'll be brought in. Cooper Lucas on the trying to trail the runner. The runner was Nick Lotz, the wide receiver. He was put into motion. They faked a handoff up the middle, ended up giving it off behind, and that ends up being a sweep play that gains about 7, but not enough for the first down. About 3rd and 6, about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 to go for Lutheran North.
Key play right here for our defense.
For sure. This stop right here would be pivotal. Ball is into Lamar territory by about half the distance of the football, so it's 3rd and 6 for Lutheran North. Double wing formation. They'll fake it, hand it off to Donovan Marshall, who tries to run the sweep. He'll cut it up the field. He was running east and west, decides to go north and south just a little bit. I'm not sure if they're going to give him the spot. The far line judge does not look like he's going to give it to him. It's going to be just short, I do believe.
It looked like his forward progress was stopped close. They gave it to him.
They do give the first down to Lutheran North. So it'll be 1st and 10. Another first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive.
I apologize to everybody watching on video. When you move the camera up and down, it catches sometimes. I apologize for that.
We're not trying to make anybody sick out there. So 44-yard line for Lutheran North into Lamar territory. 1st and 10 for them. It'll be a handoff up the middle again. And basically every time you see it up the middle, it's almost 9 times out of 10 Kanan Brooks. You see one outside. It's been Donovan Marshall and Nick Lotz. So really 3 main ball carriers. We haven't seen the quarterback, Josh Hopkins, run the ball at all yet. He comes into this contest, though, with 21 of 42 on the year passing, 442 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But when you compare that to the running totals that Donovan Marshall and Kanan Brooks have of 1273 and 1384 apiece, they do not pass the ball very much at all. It'll be a handoff to Donovan Marshall. Cuts it through the defense, dives forward. Not enough for a first down, but it will be 3rd down and about 3 left to go for the Lutheran North Crusaders.
Isaac Collins on the stop on that one. His job watching that.
So again, we want to thank everybody for watching online on our YouTube feed. Appreciate all the help from all of our sponsors for helping us bring Bob out here to help us run the camera. Appreciate all of that. We hand off to Brooks one more time. He tries to find a hole, tries to go through it, and he will be stopped short of the first down this time. So it'll be 4th down and short for Lutheran North, right in the middle of the field, right in between the hash marks.
I imagine they're going to go for it. They're on our end of the field. Short yardage there for the first down.
So 4th down and short for the Crusaders. They will go ahead and take a timeout. We will go ahead and take it with them as the score is still tied up at 0, 1:53 left to go in the first quarter. We will be back after this 30-second timeout. This is the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
Midland Genetics in Del Norwood would like to wish the Lamar Tigers luck in their semifinal game this weekend. For a successful season, you need a talented team and a winning game plan. At Midland Genetics, our experienced team and locally adapted genetics allow us to win season after season on your farm. Contact Del Norwood at 417-262-0273 for all your corn and soybeans. Go Tigers! Beat the Crusaders!
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
down and short for the Crusaders from Lutheran North. It seems like their offense will stay out there. We'll see what Josh Hopkins, the quarterback, is going to do. They hand it off up the middle, and he is stopped. If T-Dub can hold him, he will be stopped short of the first down, and that is exactly what happened. T.W. Ayers stopping the runner, Kanan Brooks, on fourth down, just kind of getting an alligator grip on that. He was not going to let go at all.
Great Tiger defense on that play. They stepped up when they needed it. I was wondering about their confidence level coming into this game, but when you watch T.W. Ayers, Cooper Lucas, you watch these guys step up. They're not afraid. It makes the younger kids get courage, step into the game, doing a great job.
There we go. Lamar's offense comes back out. Duncan Gepner trying to run this one up the middle. Stuffed after a short gain, maybe about 2 yards, pushed all the way back, but his forward progress gets him about a 2-yard gain to about the 39-yard line. Ball is on the right hash mark. Duncan Gepner last week had 38 carries for quite a few yards after we saw Michael Danner go out last week. And like I was talking about, Duncan Gepner had to have a lot of that workload put onto him. So again, it's Gepner under center, pitching it actually to Cooper Lucas.
Number 7, Cooper Lucas.
To the 44-yard line. Not much more than that, though.
The great thing about Cooper Lucas is he's big, he runs low to the ground. You're going to need that in this type of game. If you, as a running back, dance around for very long in that backfield, that defense is going to be on you, on both sides of the ball.
Third and long 3.
So third down, 3 yards to go, still tied up at nothing apiece. Less than 1 minute left to go here in the quarter. The snap goes over the head of Michael Henderson, and it does look like Henderson is able to get back on it, but that will bring up fourth down and long for Lamar after a little bit of a miscommunication between the quarterback and the center.
Just ball went over the head. We have a backup center in there. First game in on this, and but we'll fight back. We'll fight back on it.
So fourth down and long. Tough break for the Tigers as their punter, Cooper Lucas, will come back out.
Number 3 is Jordan Smith.
There's a good punt brought in at about the 21-yard line. To the 30 and making a couple people miss all the way to the 40. And there is a flag that is placed about the 23, 24-yard line. So again, a decent return, but a flag on the play. We'll find out from the head official what the call will be. And there is a hold called on the receiving team.
That'll be a hold on Lutheran North.
That brings it into the first period. We're still scoreless. Great defensive battle. We knew it coming in. We knew they had a great defense. We know our defense is solid, and it's just going to take one break, and that's going to be the game.
So it looks like there might be a re-kick as they haven't moved anything. The teams are still. The quarter is ended. That is why.
Yeah.
So again, the quarter has ended. We'll go ahead and just keep it right here, though, since we've already wasted enough time. But the Tigers will come out on defense again. Lutheran North's offense will come out, and we've seen 2 offensive possessions apiece. No scores. Really, nobody has gotten even close past the 40-yard line of the other team. And like you said, it could be 1 or 2 plays that end up breaking. That's going to be the difference between this game because these 2 teams are going to grind it out.
Yeah, and it's already. That's what it is. It's a battle. Last week, Lutheran North 48, Trinity 46. High-scoring game. This week, it's just a ground and pound game.
So once again, here comes the Lutheran North offense after we're going to back them up a little bit. After we switch places and the quarter ends, it's kind of a tough situation because you have to remember where the ball was even though they didn't start the drive yet, and then you have to back them up. So the Lutheran North Crusaders will start this one at about the 14-yard line, a little bit inside the right hash mark. Hand off to Brooks one more time. Going to be brought down. Oh, it was Marshall on the carry.
Great job, D-line. Hunter Bayless, T.W. Ayers coming in. Great containment. Great job. Good defense.
So, again, it's 11:39 on the clock. Nothing. I think this is the first time that Lamar hasn't scored a point in the first quarter all season. They will end up having a lot of misdirection carried by Nick Lotz. He's going to break it for a first down a little bit more. And he will be brought down on the left sideline by Dylan Hill. A decent gain for them, and that will move the chains for Lutheran North. But, you know, these plays don't really surprise me because Lamar has been able to get about 13 or 14 yards, but then they just get stopped. So these plays haven't really built momentum for either Lamar or Lutheran North.
Well, the idea on both offenses is you pound it up the middle, get the inside linebackers to commit, and then you get an outside play. That's going to be your money play.
1st and 10, 33-yard line, or 32-yard line, and there is another penalty on Lutheran North. And it looks like they didn't get the play off before the play clock ended, so that'll back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 from the 17, or check that, the 27-yard line.
Penalties are going to be key again. Both defenses, you struggle to make yards. You get backed up by a penalty. It's going to be key in this game.
So 1st and 15. They're going to hand this one off up the middle again to the fullback. Not much doing on that one. And it will be a gain of maybe a yard or so. So it'll be now 2nd and 14. But really not much going at all on that run. Maybe a yard. Not much more than that, though, that's for sure. So now here comes the rain a lot more than it was earlier, as each and every fan here on the close sideline and far sideline huddles closest to their umbrellas. Under center is the quarterback Hopkins. Fakes it to the down back. He ends up handing it off to Lotz, and Lotz will lose forward progress as he was trying to run backwards a little bit. A loss on the play. It'll actually back him up nearly 5 yards, a loss of 4.
Aaron Menning, great watching the ball. He probably is supposed to key on that back sweeping across that side. Great job, Aaron Menning.
Again, I can see on our monitor here that the rain has become a factor here on our video broadcast. We do apologize. Not much we can do. If it was upstairs, it'd be even worse, as the thing would be on the lens instead of on the window in front of the lens. Again, a fake handoff. They ended up handing it off to the running back, Kanan Brooks. He runs it up the middle, and it's 4th down again, and here comes the punt team for Lutheran North.
They got one long gain. Our defense stepped up. Great job, defensive battle.
I actually, coming into this game, thought we were going to see a shootout, but we have seen the exact opposite of a shootout here in this first half so far, as here comes the 4th down team. They will swing it out a little bit, and it's 4th and about 13, ball at the 30-yard line. Punt is up, and it will be pointed at by Landon Hardman. It'll take a Lutheran North bounce into the 10-yard line, and the Tigers will come out on the left hash mark at the 10-yard line. A very good kick by the punter. It took about a 30-yard bounce after stop, or 20-yard, I should say, after hitting at the 30, rolled all the way to the 10-yard line. Great punt. Special teams could be a big part of this game as well. And you know, one of the things, Bob, that I was going to talk about last time that Lamar traveled over here to Lutheran North, it was 70-7 on final score, and I think somebody that you would be familiar with, Levi Peterson, hung about a couple more than 2 touchdowns on this Lutheran North team last time.
Levi lit it up right up the middle. Had a great game.
Under center is the quarterback, Gepner. Hands it off to Cooper Lucas. Tries to get a push from Andrew Hillman, namely. A couple linemen on the right-hand side. Doesn't look like he's going to get much more than about a yard or two. Maybe, it looks like they gave him 2 yards, so 2nd and 8 for Lamar.
Coach went to our power set. We have the 2 big backs, quarterback under center going into the power set. And
now we'll go back to the two quarterback set. You know, one thing that we haven't seen a lot this year is split backs in the backfield for the Tigers, but we did see it there. Duncan Gepner on the quarterback keeper. A fake handoff. He ended up cutting it towards the middle, and he goes for a decent gain. The first down marker is at the 20-yard line. They gain to about the 16 or 17, so about 3 yards to go. 3rd and 3 at the 17 for the Tigers. Ball right in the middle of the field, right in between the hash marks. Gepner spins, tries to find any room, and he does push forward a first down for the Tigers, and he got stopped and yards after contact. And Gepner jumping around again. I'm still not sure whether or not he's celebrating or if he's trying to favor a leg, but you hope for the best. And
I think he's celebrating.
Yeah,
he's into
tough.
this. Last week he lit it up,
Oh, yes.
and he's into this game. You can see him. He's lowering his head, getting the extra 1 or 2.
Yep, yards after contact, a big thing for Duncan Gepner so far. They give this a direct snap to Michael Henderson, and he is brought down by the first line of attack after a gain maybe of about a yard or 2. And I think these 2-3-yard gains are going to be much of the norm for this entire contest.
Well, again, both offenses, your idea is pound the middle, set it up. You're faking the outside run, and then all of a sudden you hit that outside run. Both teams do it. It's the money play. It's the big yards. And
Yep, and you know, unfortunately, though, one of the best outside runners for Lamar is out of this contest, Michael Danner. So we'll see what the backfield of the Tigers can do, as that time it was a run up the right tackle for Cooper Lucas. Maybe a gain of about 1 again. And it seems like every time Lamar has a good shot at breaking a hole, a Lutheran North player will be right in the gap at the same time.
Well, that's what happens when you have a full house on both sides.
Yeah.
In Class 2, you've got to have equal good players across the board. Both of these teams do. That's why you don't see big holes like that.
3rd and about 9 to go. Ball at the 22-yard line. This will be a Duncan Gepner keeper. He spins, stays up, and he is trying to be pulled past the first down marker by Andrew Hillman. Not going to be able to do it. It will be short of the first down marker, about 2 yards short. And
Great job by Duncan. I mean, he's lit up today.
He wanted to. He definitely wanted to get that first down. That's for sure. Unable to do it. It'll bring up 4th and 2. Cooper Lucas to punt it, and there's nobody back deep to return for Lutheran North. So, if this thing, a good spin on it for Cooper, it could be a long punt. It will end up catching the wind, and it will actually be on the Lamar side of the 50-yard line. So Lutheran North will actually start in Lamar territory at the 48, 49-yard line of the Lamar Tigers. And here come Lutheran North again, trying to be the first team to put points on this board. It's still 0-0, 6:05 on the clock.
You said it. Special teams will be great. Cooper Lucas, one of the best high school punters I've seen. Their punter, great, getting great rolls. Special teams is going to be big.
Lutheran North double wing set, sending one in motion. They do hand off a sweep to the right-hand side. It will get past a couple Lamar Tigers, end up being pushed out of bounds by Lamar's Isaac Collins on the right-hand sideline, but not before gaining enough for the first down.
Well, again, deception, fake up the middle, you pound the middle, round the outside. Just good play by Lutheran North.
1st and 10, Lutheran North attacking here, kind of threatening at the 35-yard line. There's one receiver split out to the right-hand side that's going to take one out of the way from the box. Don't expect any pass plays, and that's exactly what happens as he tries to make a block outside. And it was Donovan Marshall trying to make something out of nothing as the defense of the Tigers snuffed that out from the very beginning, and he was trying to dance around and try to shoot forward to gain some yards, but he will be brought down behind the original line of scrimmage.
He was trying to stay away from T.W. Ayers. T-Dub's out there.
Yeah, a lot of people
he's wanting to turn the play in. You see the running backs trying to figure out where to go because T-Dub will sniff him out, bring him down.
2nd and 12 for the Lutheran North Crusaders. 2 receivers split out, one on either side. It'll be a handoff up the middle again chopped down at the legs by Cooper Lucas and T.W. Ayers. Or check that, that's Hunter Bayless on the stop along with Cooper Lucas.
Hunter shot. He shot a gap, blew up the play. Great job, Hunter.
Yeah, he stopped him just enough for Cooper Lucas to come in and clean up. So tag team approach by the Tigers and gets the job done at the same time. 3rd and 12 for Lutheran North. They are deep into Lamar territory, not to the red zone yet, but approaching very close to that. It'll be another sweep. And what a open field tackle by Cooper Lucas. One of the best to do it here on Lamar's team this year, and he is able to do it. And what a tackle, though, by Cooper.
Well, again, when you see the offense develop slowly, both of these defenses are so good that you can't develop your offensive play slowly. You see theirs was slow, allowed our boys to get into the backfield. Great play.
So it'll be 4th and very long, about 4th and 16 yards to go. And a timeout is called by Lutheran North. We will go ahead and take it with them. The score is 0-0, 3:55 on the clock in the half. We are back in 30 seconds on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
At Performance Spine and Sports, Dr. Bennett specializes in soft tissue-related injuries that result in everyday work and play. Performance Spine and Sports' goal is to improve your overall physical performance with faster recovery. Dr. Bennett specializes in cryotherapy and active release technique, which is a combination of examination to locate the specific injured tissue. Most NFL and NBA teams utilize this technique. Performance Spine and Sports and Dr. Bennett, bringing big city relief to injuries in Southeast Kansas. Performance Spine and Sports inside Meadowbrook Commons at Centennial and Broadway in Pittsburgh.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Bounce that goes definitely favorable for Lutheran North to the 13-yard line, and each and every one of these punts for Lutheran North has taken a good bounce and pinned Lamar back deep, and that's one of the reasons why they haven't had much able to be done on these offensive drives. And, you know, this is the first time that all year that we've seen Lamar kind of stymied here on offense.
Well, you're back deep. Excuse me, you're back deep into your own territory. A lot of ground, a lot of first downs to make.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 13-yard line for the Tigers. Gepner, Henderson in the backfield. It'll be Gepner on the spin keeper, and he is met by the linebacking core. And you see the offensive line just kind of drive him a little bit after the yards after contact really coming into effect for Lamar so far. And it's now 2nd and about 5. Yeah, 2nd and 5, I would say, right in the middle between the yard markers.
He's playing with fire. I like to see it. He will encourage his blockers. He's running hard. That's encouraging when you're a lineman.
18-yard line, 5 yards to gain and movement for Lamar. The Lutheran North Crusaders pointed out, and that'll back up Lamar another 5 yards. So basically negating the Duncan Gepner run. It's now 2nd and 10 again.
Is that our first penalty?
I think it was the first penalty on Lamar so far. So doing a good job of being disciplined and not allowing these mental mistakes. One of the things that Coach Bailey definitely talks about each and every week is playing mentally tough along with being physically tough. Gepner going to fake a handoff. He is going to find some space. After gaining 5, he gained 6 on this, about 6 or 7 even on that one.
Great job. Scores from people we know: Carthage 7, Staley 14. They're still in the first quarter. Webb, Platte County, still tied at 0s in the first.
So 3rd and about 4 to go for Lamar. Under center is Gepner. He hands this one off to Cooper Lucas, but there was some kind of miscommunication because there was about 3 or 4 Crusaders in the backfield before Cooper was able to get anything going.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 9. 4th and 7.
So 4th and about 7 to go. The punt team comes out again for Lamar, and their offense has just been kind of, like we said earlier, stymied by this defense of Lutheran North. The punt will take a good Lamar roll to the 46 after the ball was favoring Lutheran North on the punts. It now goes the way of the Tigers, and a good bounce by Cooper Lucas, the punter, and Lutheran North will have good field position again, starting this one at the 47 on the left hash mark.
Yeah, they've had great field position to start off with. We're back deep. You saw that last play. We're very slow developing, possibly a mistake.
We have 1 minute and 42 seconds until halftime. This first half has gone by at a blistering pace. Uh-oh, here's a pass, and it will be incomplete, intended to Ronnie Perkins. And that is the OU commit, Ronnie Perkins, the tight end defensive lineman. He's 6'4", 260 pounds. Really haven't seen that kind of size, has Lamar all year, and that was the first time they even tried to go to him for anything.
Yeah, I figure with under 2 minutes left, they possibly might go to the air a little bit. Their ground game isn't holding up. They're going to try and score before halftime.
So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Double wing set, sending the right wing back in motion. They fake it to him, hand it off up the middle, but he is stuffed by quite a few Tigers, namely Travis Bailey in there on the stop, along with T.W. Ayers, Andrew Hillman, Hunter Bayless, all of those guys in there on the stop.
Our D-line linebackers are doing a phenomenal job. These runners from Lutheran North are great runners. They have made a bunch of yards this year, and for us to hold them like this, great job.
3rd down, 8 to go, about 8 or 9 yards to gain until the first down markers. Split back set. They will fake it to the down back, handing it off to Donovan Marshall. First down for him, and maybe about 3 yards more than that. And Lutheran North really starting to threaten here with 52.6 on the clock. Even the clock stops for a second as they move the chains. Not sure if he was out of bounds or not. He might have been, so this clock might not start until the play starts again. That's really smart football. Nope, it will start, so they just stopped for the chains for a second. And here we go, 50 seconds and ticking here in the first half. 2 wingbacks again for the quarterback, Hopkins. Drops the – I'm not sure if that was intentional.
No, he dropped the snap. Wet ball again. He was dropping back for a pass. Dropped the snap and just trying to recover.
So a loss on the quarterback run, the undesigned quarterback run. He ended up having to scramble away. He ends up coming to the close sideline to wipe his hands off. That's Josh Hopkins, the quarterback. He is a junior, 6'4", 180 pounds, the quarterback and defensive back. He goes under center again. They drop back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. It's a sack, and I think the Tigers are going to come up with it. And the ball is still alive.
And it doesn't matter. Time's run out.
Okay. Well, Lamar had a chance at getting the ball, but like you said, time has expired here. The first half blisters by at a elapsed time of 42 minutes.
Wow.
The first half. So we are back after this on the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. We'll take a look at what didn't happen, I suppose we could say, because the score is tied up at 0-0. It's been an incredible half of football by Lutheran North and Lamar. We are back after this on the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. This is Lamar football.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with a new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage.
Or you can find them at heritagestatebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Performance Spine and Sports, Dr. Bennett specializes in soft tissue-related injuries that result in everyday work and play. Performance Spine and Sports' goal is to improve your overall physical performance with faster recovery. Dr. Bennett specializes in cryotherapy and active release techniques, which is a combination of examination to locate the specific injured tissue. Most NFL and NBA teams utilize this technique. Performance Spine and Sports and Dr. Bennett, bringing big city relief to injuries in Southeast Kansas. Performance Spine and Sports inside Meadowbrook Commons at Centennial and Broadway in Pittsburgh.
Raising a family is tough, but the environment you do it in can make all the difference. Lamar, Missouri would like to welcome you and your family to come and see all the great things it has to offer. One of the best school systems in the area, 2 great parks, and Lamar Lake. Great for fishing, hiking, and picnics, also a country club, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying a home, Lamar has some of the most affordable housing in the region. What Lamar doesn't have is high crime, high traffic, and high stress. It's where your family should be. Come visit Lamar or check us out on the web at cityoflamar.org or bartoncounty.com.
American Family Agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance. I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper.
Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Bruce Boline show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, and sow roots. Give nourishment, guidance, and care. Through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy. Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. In Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called the unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, Edward Jones' philosophy is don't predict, prepare. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can potentially derail your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Pat Barr can help you prepare for life's unexpected events. Stop by the office at 1032 Broadway in Lamar for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating would like to wish their hometown Lamar Tigers football team good luck this season. Heating season is just around the corner, and it's time to get your heating system cleaned and checked to ensure it is working properly. If it's time for replacement, your local family-owned York Heating and Air Conditioning provider since 1991, Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating can take care of it. Call Jeffrey's at 417-682-5727 for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Go Tigers!
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here to the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. Tyler Darrow alongside Bob Peterson. And Bob, it's been a very defensive-based first half. For those of you that like low-scoring games, a lot of defense, this is the game to watch. And, you know, all the way through the state, a lot of people were saying that this is going to be the best game to watch this entire playoffs, all the way up until here, even possibly to the championship game, because they said that this side of the bracket was the strong one, and whoever comes out of this is most likely going to be the state champion, and it has lived up to every expectation and more.
Well, you got one of the top teams in the state up here in Lutheran North, phenomenal running backs. They've got a great defensive front. Every one of those front guys on their defensive line, they've got D1 offers. They're just a phenomenal team. We've got a great program. Our boys are playing at a top level here against them. And it's going to come down to just who gets that break. And possibly if we might end up going into an overtime in this.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see that at all. And, you know, I was on the Sports Edge out of Joplin, Missouri this week talking about this game, and I said that whenever you go on 24/7 Sports and you look up Lutheran North, you see 4 kids that are being recruited out of this class, just this senior class. You go look at Lamar, there's nobody that's on there. But the one thing that the Tigers have that a lot of people don't, and that's that it factor, you know, and I think that showed up today for sure.
Well, when you have coaches like us, they fine-tune every player on there. Our coaches have played the positions that our boys are playing, and they know exactly how those boys are to play. Your fundamentals are key in this. Your ability to stay base, do what you're supposed to do, it's huge. I'm looking for Cooper Lucas to maybe run the ball a little bit more on the deception. They've pitched the ball back to him around the edge, a little bit slow developing. I'm looking for him to possibly little deception running.
And I think one of the things that we have seen is Lutheran North does have a little bit more raw speed than what Lamar has. They're able to get to that edge and break those plays a little bit bigger than Lamar has been able to. And, I mean, that just kind of happens with Class 2 teams whenever you have a large number of people in a big city like St. Louis, and some of them go to Lutheran North, and then you have a small community like Lamar, and everybody basically pick that out. And we see the same thing with teams that come out of the Wichita, Kansas area, the Kansas City area, same exact thing. So we'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about our possible halftime adjustments here on the Jones Plumbing, Heating, and Air halftime show. This is the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
American Family agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and Kimber, invite you to come in and review your insurance needs. Eric has home, commercial, life, and auto to cover all your insurance needs, and American Family to back you all the way. Having an accident or claim is a difficult time, and Eric, Amber, and Kimber will make it much easier to deal with. Being underinsured or not insured can be tragic. Stop by the office today at 407 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 417-682-3725. For peace of mind, have the right insurance agent, Eric Hughes and American Family.
American Family Insurance.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Ruud. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Ruud.
Get reliable year-round comfort with a new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Hey Tiger fans, Steven from Outback Archery in Joplin. With hunting season upon us, don't get caught in the woods with old gear. Come see us for all your archery needs. We're an authorized dealer for most industry-leading brands: Matthews, Mission, Bowtech, Diamond, Elite, Bear, and several industry-leading crossbows. We have a full inventory of new and used bows and hunting accessories. Come practice on our indoor range and try out our video Techno Hunt shooting system. Outback Archery of Joplin, 410 East 7th Street. Visit us on Facebook or visit www.outbackarcheryjoplin.com.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Is your car running rough? Maybe it needs some TLC from Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage is conveniently located at 705 East 12th Street in Lamar and offers full automotive repair services, including repairs from rear ends to front ends and everything in between, even tires. Now you know why they're called Gearheads. Stop in and visit with Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearhead. Gearhead's Garage, 705 East 12th Street in Lamar, a proud sponsor of Lamar Sports.
This is Dr. Justin Ogden with Barton County Memorial Hospital. At Barton County Memorial Hospital, we strive to maintain a commitment to excellence by offering full-time orthopedic services, including hip and knee replacement, arthroscopic procedures, carpal tunnel release, rotator cuff repair, injection therapy for arthritis, and fracture and sports injury care. Our highly skilled physical therapy department can help you recover and heal from your injuries and surgeries here locally. Call the BCMH orthopedic team at 681-5284, and don't forget the BCMH Med1 clinic for all your healthcare needs. BCMH is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers and all area high school athletics.
Dr. Ted Reevely proudly supports the Lamar Tigers and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reevely. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast at names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-sized cravings. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Was that your mom yelling in the background?
Of course. I can't keep living with my parents. How did you buy a home?
Why don't you give my guy a call at Premier Home Mortgage? His name is Nathan Mayberry, and he's a pro at all types of mortgage loans from someone's first home to their forever home. I know they do RD, VA, FHA, and conventional loans, so just give him a call at 417-214-9119.
Premier Home Mortgage, NMLS 162291, is an FHA, VA, and USDA approved lending institution and is not acting on behalf of FHA, VA, or USDA. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS 256722.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to Lamar Tiger Football here from St. Louis, Missouri on the campus of Lutheran North High School. And The score is 0-0, the same one that we started with when this thing happened, but we only have 2 quarters left to go instead of 4. So, Bob, it's been an incredible defensive battle, and one of the things you told me while we were in break, you said that a lot of people are down there at the Lamar Plaza watching and being very loud and supporting, and we definitely appreciate each and every one of those people out there for listening and watching here on our broadcast, but it's been a very good game so far.
Yeah, hi to everybody at the Plaza, everybody else listening. Thanks for joining in on today's game. Got a great game. It's just a defensive ground and pound, and it's going to be that way into the entire game.
Yeah, I really have no expectations of anything different. And, you know, one of the things that we talked about during the week, me and a couple people that work there at the station were talking about what they were going to do without having Michael Denner and being a very big part of that offense. And obviously it's next man up, but it is tough whenever you break it down to as honest as you can be. It's tough to replace a kid like Michael Denner, and they have done that today, but just seems like either team can't really get much going. But, you know, one of the things that was also brought to my attention is that Coach Bailey is one of the best coaches around this area, or around our area, I should say, Southwest Missouri, and he was going to be able to game plan for that all the way through this week, and he has done that. But last week he said he wasn't really comfortable calling plays against Coach Swafford. I would assume that he would probably have the same thing right now against Coach Reed, but if you ask Coach Reed, I guarantee you he says the same thing about calling plays against Coach Bailey.
You know, I want to say this to everybody that's listening. 6 consecutive state championships, that doesn't happen by accident. There is a reason, and I know we've had great players. Coach Bailey would shoot us if he heard us saying this, but we've got a phenomenal coaching staff led by Coach Scott Bailey. He is one of the top anywhere around. He has taken and engineered this program, and we are so appreciative. I would like to let everybody know, if you see Coach Bailey, you let him know how much we appreciate him. He carries a tremendous amount, and we appreciate him so much.
Well, no doubt about it. When you think about it, Coach Bailey wasn't gifted a team that goes on to be undefeated for 2 or 3 straight years. Obviously, like we've said before, started out his first year winless, and now in the last 2 years has gone without a loss. So you build a program like he does. This is just the fruits of what happens. And I also said this on the radio. I said, you know, the Lamar Tigers are on the heels of 47 straight wins. If it was 47 straight losses, Coach Bailey would still think it's a success if he's making these kids better men each and every week like he is anyway.
Yeah, the first year he coached, he had a winning season. The second year, no wins whatsoever.
Yeah.
Actually, the last game we were down at East Newton, and we were not making any headway, and he decided to throw this spin offense in, and we started making yards against a team that we had not been able to move the ball against. Everybody's mouth dropped open. The next year, this was our offense, and it's been history since.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt about it. And kind of, I think I've heard you talk about this up in the press box in Lamar. It kind of happened by accident. Some injuries happened and things like that, so you have to bring in 2 quarterbacks in the backfield and everything else like that, and it has just kind of manifested itself into what you see today. Although the Tigers have been unable to get anything going today, as does Lutheran North. They're both tied up at 0. Here we go, second half underway, and it will be brought in by nobody as it goes out of the back of the end zone. A great touchback, and that is the kicker, Tim Brannicky, the senior kicker, able to kick it through the back of the end zone, and Lamar will now come out with the ball at the 20-yard line.
We want to, again, apologize. Let everybody know that's watching over the video stream. We wipe the glass off periodically. It just comes right back. It's raining pretty good here.
So Lamar comes back out. The down marker over there says second, but obviously first down, as it's going to be a run by Duncan Gepner up the middle. He pops up after a gain of about 4, maybe 3.5 or so, and out goes Michael Henderson. In comes a couple different players for Lamar. A lot of personnel changes. We've seen that all year, in which different sets. They'll now come out with a split back set. Cooper Lucas and T.W. Ayers in the backfield. They're actually going to give this one. Nope, it looks like Gepner holds that one after faking it. I think. I still couldn't really tell. There were so many bodies down there that it was tough to see. And even though if it was no bodies down there, it still might be tough to see through the window here as the rain has amassed itself right on the window in front of us. It is now 3rd down and 4. Shotgun. It'll be Gepner handing this one off to Cooper Lucas. He's going to try to bounce it out the right side. He goes for a 1st down and more, cuts it back inside, has a lot of room all the way to the 46-yard line. Cooper Lucas breaks his first long play, I should say, of the ball game. And here we go. The Tigers could be in business now.
That's what I was saying at halftime, that I was looking for Coop to come out and do that deceptive play. Quarterback spins, fakes to him, spins, fakes to him, and then gives it to him. Great yards.
You do have to credit Lutheran North, though, for playing assignment football. That's what you have to do against Lamar, and they have done that very well. This is Gepner again driving forward. Holy smokes, as he is able to make his way to the 46-yard line. Looks like we have a little bit of a problem with our stream. We're going to reset it real quick. Stay with us if you're online, if you're listening to us on the radio.
Ball will be set at about the 46-yard line. We'll have a set.
Now we're back. Okay. 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. They hand it off this time to, looks like Landon Hardman on the carry.
Great run by Landon. He didn't dance in the backfield, lowered his head. It's a great run. He's got the speed to break one. If he ever gets open around there, he's got the speed to break one.
Again, for those of you that were without the stream for just a second, Lockwood and Valley tied up at 21 apiece. That's a big-time comeback for Lockwood after being down 14-0. 3rd down and long for the Tigers. Gepner spins. He's going to keep this one himself, and he is met by a string of Lutheran North Crusaders, and they will stop him short of the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 4th and long for the Tigers.
Again, slow developing in the backfield, gives the defense time to come up, and you saw a spot. We've got 4th and 11, 8:17 on the clock.
No score still by either team. They see Trevor Medlin on the far side, and they finally pick him up. Lucas, the punt just catches the wind, and you could see it. Literally see it stop and float in the middle of the air. That is a tough break for Cooper Lucas, as that ball was a very strong kicked ball, but it just hung up in the air, caught the wind, and it is pushed back. You can see the wind moving from left to right as we look here at our football field as the Lutheran North Crusaders come back out. 8 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Lutheran North comes back out on offense. The Tigers front line, like we talked about earlier, T-Dub, Cooper Lucas, Andrew Hillman, and Hunter Bayless. Under center is the quarterback. They'll hand it off the left-hand side, breaking away for a 7-yard gain and more. He's down the left-hand sideline, taken down by J.D. Bishop, and that is a huge gain for the Lutheran North Crusaders. Going all the way from about the 34 to the 36-yard line of the other side.
Interested to see the coaching changes at halftime, adjusting to each other. We'll be able to see it here right off the bat.
So now Lutheran North with 4 fresh downs, about 16 yards away from the red zone. Under center is the quarterback Hopkins. Sending a receiver in motion. There's flags in the backfield. They will whistle this one dead before it starts.
Yeah, illegal procedure.
So another 5-yard penalty. This is basically the only penalties we've seen from either team, though. One of the things that both these teams have is a lot of discipline. You don't see any. I mean, I can say undoubtedly I've seen one time where a Lamar player this year continued after the whistles, and it was because the other player was pushing him. That's one thing you don't see from this Lamar team is chippiness after the whistles, and one of the reasons why people love watching this team and love playing against this team, because they play with very, very good sportsmanship. Under center, it is Hopkins again. He will hand it off to the running back, Cadence Brooks. And Brooks made his way to about the 19-yard line. They say he stepped out of bounds. He actually made his way out of bounds for real at about the 14, but they say he stepped out at the 19.
We had a holding penalty against Lutheran North. That one they get to play 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So it's going to be the first holding penalty we've seen really all game from scrimmage. We've seen one on a return by Lutheran North, but this is the first time from scrimmage that we've seen a penalty.
This is a bad penalty. 4 yards into the backfield where the penalty took place, another 10 yards, 14 yards back from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but it'll be first and a country mile for the Lutheran North Crusaders. About 24 yards, it looks like. Under center is Hopkins again, split back in the backfield. They will fake this one, hand it off over to Donovan Marshall, and he is brought down from behind. A great tackle that time in the open field by Cooper Lucas. And Cooper is the Offensive Player of the Year in the Big 8. Last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
Cooper Lucas, for as big as he is on our sprint medleys in track. He is seriously fast to chase that running back down.
And, you know, one of the things that I was talking about during this show that I was on this week about Lamar football is I really don't like to talk about recruiting during the season. That's something that I think should be done towards the end of the season, but we'll talk about it in just a second. Under a handoff and another big, huge open field tackle by none other than Cooper Lucas. And people were telling me, where do you think that Cooper's going to end up? And I said, well, I don't think he'll be a defensive end somewhere. I think he's going to be an incredible linebacker prospect for somebody. I just don't think that he has the height for a Division I defensive end, but he does have the height for a Division I linebacker, and he shows that he has the open field tackling ability to do that as well.
The height and the speed.
Yes, exactly.
3rd and 27.
Two wing backs. They will hand this one off to Brooks again to the 50, a little bit past that. And a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Again, the winner of today's game plays the winner of the Lafayette County, Clark County game in the state championship. They just started the game, and Lafayette County scored. They lead 7-0.
And I believe Lafayette County is the number 2 ranked team in Class 2, with Lutheran North the number 3 ranked team in Class 2 by the Missouri media poll. Lamar, obviously, the number 1 team ranked in that poll. And takes another good Lutheran North bounce. And this kicker, Tim Brannicky, has had an unbelievable game on special teams. He's been used a lot because there's been a lot of punts for either side, but whenever he has the opportunity, he's able to pin Lamar deep, and that's, again, we said it before, another reason why they haven't had much time to or much chance to get much going, because there's a lot of green in front of them each and every drive.
Oh, yeah, and the ball takes a great bounce every time. Just special teams, Lutheran North's winning on the special teams end.
5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Still no score between either team. This has been an incredible ball game so far. And it looks to be like we're going to have this one come down to the wire. At least it has been that way so far. Sending Lucas in motion. They have a little speed option. Lucas out to the right-hand sideline. Stiff arms a defender. First down and a little bit more for Cooper.
Boy, I love that play. Great deception. Looks like quarterback going up the middle. Pitches the ball. Great play. First down.
Yep, speed option. One of my favorite plays in high school and college football, as you have the quarterback and the running back run the same way. There's no dive back for the triple option. It's just a speed option, and you dump it off. Again, we do apologize for the raindrops and the rain on the screen.
Yeah, it's coming down harder.
But doing what we can here, that's for sure. Cooper Lucas, another run to the right-hand sideline. Stiff arms another defender. I don't know if they're going to give him the first down, but he got close, that's for sure.
See a play like that. This is where when we play teams that are inferior, they don't have the higher level across the board. And Coop, you better be at a pretty good level to be able to tackle him. Well, this team's full across. They're like us. They're full across. Coop goes around there. He makes good yardage. That would have broken any other game.
First down and 10, another first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive, and the Tigers want to press the issue a little bit by going tempo. Duncan Gepner on the counter play, and he is snuffed out in the backfield. No gain, maybe even a loss on the play. But also, you can see that after the whistle, a lot of teams would try to take Duncan down. They just let up. That's good, hard-nosed, strong football between the whistles, but not after. I like seeing that between both teams.
Good sportsmanship. When we came up here, the only other time here to Lutheran North, reception was great. Lutheran North people are phenomenal. They have just welcomed us. It's been great.
The rain cloud has come back in again, and it looks like there's a timeout called on the field by the Tigers. We will go ahead and take it with them. The score is still 0-0, 3:59 left to go here in the third quarter. We are back in 30 seconds on the home of Lamar Tiger football, My Country 101.7.
Raising a family is tough, but the environment you do it in can make all the difference. Lamar, Missouri would like to welcome you and your family to come and see all the great things it has to offer. One of the best school systems in the area, 2 great parks, and Lamar Lake. Great for fishing, hiking, and picnics, also a country club, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you're renting or buying a home, Lamar has some of the most affordable housing in the region. What Lamar doesn't have is high crime, high traffic, and high stress. It's where your family should be. Come visit Lamar or check us out on the web at cityoflamar.org or bartoncounty.com.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
One tick under 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter as the Tigers and Crusaders tied up at 0. The same score that we started this contest with. Landon Hardman in motion. Keeper Gepner, and he is brought down by a couple of Crusaders, and that is a big stop there by Perkins.
Update you some scores. Lafayette County jumped up 13-0. Lockwood is trailing by a touchdown. Valley at the half. Mount Vernon, I don't know if this is right. Earlier it said Lutheran South was up. Right now, ScoreStream has Mount Vernon 16-0 at half over Lutheran South.
Third down and long for the Tigers. Single back. Here we go. This is a pass play, and it was broken down by Ronnie Perkins. The OU commit just put his big paw up there, swatted it down. Lamar has had a lot of success on that play, but against the height that Lutheran North defensive line has, that is a tough play to make, and it just doesn't happen there for the Tigers.
Well, again, a play like that's going to break it, but obviously not that time.
That's a good kick this time by Cooper Lucas, brought in, touched at the 31 or 32-yard line. And it looks like there was a fumble.
We did. We got the fumble.
And Lamar gets the ball at the 30-yard line.
TWAers come up with the ball. They stripped it. The running back tried to spin. They stripped it. Great for Lamar.
That is the biggest break that Lamar has had, and this is probably, I think, the farthest that Lamar has had the ball into Lutheran North territory.
We pushed it about this far, not quite this far earlier. And great starting position. We're on the 31-yard line, 3:02 left in the third.
This is the biggest momentum shift we've had all game. We'll see if Lamar can take advantage of it. Here's Duncan Gepner and Michael Henderson in the backfield. It's a direct snap back to Lucas. He tries to cut it up the middle. And he is met by quite a few Lutheran North defenders after a gain of about 4.
I want to say this, our fans, we are up here in an enclosed booth. I can hear our fans across the field. Great Lamar fans. I love our community.
Definitely a very, very good showing by students, parents, fans of the Lamar Tiger community. And it is now 2nd and 6 for Lamar in the shotgun. Duncan Gepner, the quarterback, the junior who stepped in after Stuart McCarris went down, and that was a keeper by Gepner. Ends up making his way about 1 yard short of the first down marker.
If you just joined us, we want to let you know It's raining fairly hard here. We are shooting through glass. You see that. Best we can do. We appreciate my country for broadcasting this.
Again, Gepner, Henderson, backfield. Lucas, one of the wingbacks. They send Travis Bailey in motion, and it was a direct snap to Henderson, and he is taken down. And not sure where they're going to give him forward progress.
One of the officials looks at the 21. If that's the case, that should move the chains.
We could have a measurement here.
They've got the white hat. He's going to come in.
And he is going to call an official's timeout for a measurement. And like you said, Bob, you got to think to make your own momentum, you have to go for it here. A field goal is very, very long from here, so you definitely don't want to punt it. So you basically just try to go for it. If you give it up, you give them the ball at the 20, so you're not in too bad a field position either. It is just short.
Just short, about a foot. We're 2 downs, third. We've got 2 downs to make a foot, and it looks like Lamar offense. I mean, this looks like our offense. I will tell you, at this point, Hart comes in a lot. We've got boys going both ways. They do. This is where the training and the heart comes in.
Yep, the one thing that you really can't work out is the will and heart in a football player. And here we go, 4th down and going for it. Lucas tries to dive forward. The far line judge says he's got it, and he does. 1st down, Tigers. Another 1st down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. We appreciate all the help for them being our main video sponsor as well as our 1st down sponsor.
Well, you've got T-Dub, 230-plus pounds. He's leading. Coop, 210-plus. He follows in there. Wow. Like that's
So here we go. First time any team has been in the red zone so far. 19-yard line for the Tigers. They give this one to Gepner. Fakes the pitch, keeps it, runs forward about a 2 or 3 yard gain maybe.
I'm wondering if that is not that read option. Turn, look where you are. Coop's out running around the edge. Quarterback was looking at him and then turned. Problem with that, it slowly develops a little bit, and they catch up on you.
There is a timeout, less than 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. We are back in 30 seconds on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage.
Or you can find them at heritagestatebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Well, Lamar was in its first battle last week against Ava. They've gotten everything that they've asked for from this Lutheran North team so far, and it's now in the third quarter, less than 1 minute left to go. The score 0-0. Second and about 6 yards to go. Ball on the 16-yard line for the Tigers. They are attacking here in the red zone. This will be a handoff to Landon Hardman. He tries to cut it up the middle. He looked like he bobbled the handoff just a little bit, was able to bring it in, but had to divert his attention to carrying the ball instead of trying to get away from defenders, and he gains maybe a yard or two.
I wondered if the outside was open. It would have been hard to get around that big D and but speed, maybe get around the outside on that one. Coach Bailey's just pulling the playbook out.
30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. We could go into the fourth with no score. Gepner, and he is going to be brought down from behind after Michael Henderson attempted to make the block, and the defender was able just to shred right off of it and make the stop. And I think that the time will run out here. I don't think the Tigers will snap it again, and that looks like that is exactly what will happen. So we will go into the fourth quarter. with Lamar and Lutheran North tied up at 0 apiece. This is turned into a one-quarter ball game. Basically, you play 4 quarters, but this is the last one, and the last one in which somebody is going to have to score unless this thing's going to go into overtime 0-0. So we'll be back in 30 seconds for the final quarter of action. This is the home of the 6-time defending Class II state champion Lamar Tigers, My Country 101.7.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with a new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
And look at this. 4th down. This is a field goal attempt. Now the Tigers have the wind. And here comes Juan Juarez to attempt this kick from the 22-yard line. This is a 32-yard field goal attempt, and it is no good. And they waited until they were going to have the wind when they switched sides. And Lamar travels down into the red zone but comes up empty-handed.
Good call. You've got a good defense against you. Good call. You got the wind to your back. Why not try? Good call, Coach Bailey.
Unfortunate break for the Tigers, and it's now 11:55 left to go. Again, special thanks to Bob Peterson, our camera operator here, for doing all the hard work trying to keep the rain off the window here. Not much you can do against the almighty Mother Nature, though, that's for sure. Under center, it is Hopkins. He will hand this one off up the middle, maybe a gain of about 1. And I'll tell you, I haven't seen many games of any class of any state this year that I have seen personally that have been such a defensive battle that this has been so far.
Yeah, well, and you know it coming in. They had a great front. We did.
There's a player down. It looks like maybe a cramp.
Never like to see a player down.
So they're going to tend to him real quick. And he was walking off and then fell down to the ground. So I'm pretty sure that was a cramp.
I want to take time to say this while I get to be on the microphone. Tyler, thank you for broadcasting our games this year. You do a great job. I'm up in the booth. I hear you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, no doubt. No problem. Thank you very much for having me this year. It's been a very good ride, and definitely hope that we get 7 more days of it and possibly be playing for the 7th straight over in Mizzou from Farott Field. But it's going to be a tough one to get there, that's for sure.
And it looks like Lafayette County, they're still up 13-0 over Clark County. Kind of a surprise for me. Everybody that I've listened to, I've not watched any of them, all saying Clark County looked like they were going to be strong, pretty strong. Obviously, Lafayette County's pulling up on them.
So they will bring the player up to his feet after a short delay in the game. We'll try to start this thing back up with Lutheran North having the football. About a 2nd and 9 to gain for the first down for Lutheran North. And one of these teams right here is going to punch their ticket here in the 4th quarter, and it will be the hardest earned ticket this year from any team, that's for sure. So 2nd and 9, Lutheran North. Under center is Hopkins, the quarterback. They hand it off up the middle to the fullback. He tries to kick it around, and another big open field tackle by Cooper Lucas, and he has been the defensive player of the game so far for the Tigers. No doubt.
I was told that there were a lot of college scouts at the game, the prior game where Lutheran North played Trinity. If there are any here, they need to watch Coop. This is how he plays.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I've talked to a lot of people around this Lamar Tiger program, and I have had the ability this year to see that young man play, and he probably plays with some of the most emotion and heart that I've seen a lot of people play with, and a lot of people say the same thing around the whole program, probably in the last quite a few years, I could say. And another run that's going to be snuffed out by Bayless and T.W. Ayers. So,
well, again, that play from their end is designed for their blockers to move our boys. Our D front is not moving. They felt great. As a matter of fact, they were into the backfield. There was no place for the running back to go.
So it is 4th and very long now. This is a place where you need your long snapper to put it right on the money, because if this thing goes through the back of the end zone, that could be disastrous. And, you know, I wish I could say I've never snapped one over the head of a punter, but I can't say that I haven't. So making a roll again, the punter, Tim Brannicky, able to get this one down to the 48-yard line, and the Tigers will take over in Lutheran North territory, but it's going to be about 49 yards of hard-fought green in front of them to possibly take the lead here.
Well, the good thing is that Coop was kicking against the wind. We're now with the wind. Anytime we want to pass, whatever, kick, we're with the wind.
Yep, exactly.
They've got a great punter, but
look for a possible throw here from Lamar. That we've seen him do it in the third quarter against the wind. Could see it with the wind this time. Gepner, he is chopped down by the defender that time in right about the line of scrimmage, and Gepner able to dive forward for a 2 or 3 yard gain. Second and about 7 left to go for the Tigers at the 46-yard line.
9:46 left in this game, and we could very easily be into overtime.
2 quarterbacks, 2 wingbacks for the Tigers. Spinning is Gepner, and he is going to be brought down maybe a yard or half a yard, if anything. And this defense has just been holding fast for both teams. You can say the same thing. And throughout this week, I also heard people say that Lutheran North, their defense is very strong. They're going to stop the offense of Lamar, and Lamar's defense is very strong. They're going to stop the offense of Lutheran North. That's exactly what's happened here today.
Yeah.
This is just 2 strong defenses going back and forth, and the offense is just kind of bearing the brunt of not being able to get much going. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a direct snap to Cooper Lucas. Tripped up a little bit. He makes his way down to the 25-20. He's got one man to beat. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great call, Coach Bailey. Scott Bailey right there, loaded the right side. Wow.
And Cooper Lucas with the 46-yard touchdown run, and the Tigers go up 6-0 in what could be the only point scored in this game.
Well, we've got just almost 9 minutes left in the game. Lutheran North has got the power to come at us.
And here comes Juan Juarez, the sophomore kicker. And Gepner acted like he was going to line up to go for 2, but you got to go for the most sure points you can get, and that is a Juan Juarez extra point. The first touchdown of the game comes in the 4th quarter, and it's behind the Tigers. We are back in 30 seconds. This is the home of Lamar Tiger football, My Country 101.7.
Was that your mom yelling in the background?
Of course. I can't keep living with my parents. How did you buy a home?
Why don't you give my guy a call at Premier Home Mortgage? His name is Nathan Mayberry, and he's a pro at all types of mortgage loans, from someone's first home to their forever home. I know they do RD, VA, FHA, and conventional loans, so just give him a call at 417-214-9119.
Premier Home Mortgage, NMLS 162291, is an FHA, VA, and USDA approved lending institution and is not acting on behalf of FHA, VA, or USDA. Nathan Mayberry, NMLS 256722.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back, Lamar Tiger Football, My Country 101.7, teeing it up for just the second kickoff that Lamar has had this entire game, as we are here in the 4th quarter as the Tigers lead 7-0.
I want to know if there is a roof left on the plaza.
Yeah, I'm sure that they went crazy on that one. 7-0, 8:50 on the clock. We have to have Duncan Gepner come out to hold the ball as the wind is blowing it around. So again, Travis Bailey, nephew of head coach Scott Bailey, tees it up. And this kick is high. It's kind of a pooch kick. Not sure if that was a design pooch kick, and here comes Lutheran North on the return team. A good return for them. They get it all the way to the 47-yard line. And maybe one man to beat there. It could have been a big, big return for Lutheran North.
Well, they're going to have a pretty good starting field position.
And that touchdown from Lamar could have just kick-started this offense of Lutheran North. Like you were saying in the break, you cannot be, content with a touchdown here. Lutheran North, all it takes is one play for them, just like it took one play for Lamar, and this game could be tied up. 1st and 10. Under center is Hopkins. Sends the running back in motion. They hand it off right up the middle. And here we go. There's Lutheran North. Just like we said, all it took was one big play. They go all the way to the 20 or 34-yard line, and he had one man to beat. He was going to be off to the races.
Well, and
kind of take a deep breath.
Yeah, we know it. They've got the ability to score at any point just like we do. Our defense cannot be satisfied with the fact that we just scored. They can't relax.
1st and 10. A fire has been lit under Lutheran North's offense. They hand it off to Brooks again. Up the middle. Again, Brooks, the senior running back.
One thing that will happen, and you see it, their boys used to winning. You have teams that are used to winning. They get down, and they just dig down into that next gear, and they're coming out with some heart.
2nd and 6, ball at the 30-yard line of Lutheran North, or of the Lamar Tigers. Lutheran North with the ball. Under center it is Hopkins. A little bit of a flex bone set. They send a receiver, or running back in motion, rather, Brooks, and he is met by a couple Tiger defenders, namely Hunter Bayless and Andrew Hillman, along with T.W. Ayers on the stop.
Yep, great defense. Great defense from the line.
So it's now 3rd and 6. A stop here would be huge for the Tigers. Yeah, like you said, you can hear the crowds for both teams actually now through the glass here up in the press box.
7:23 left in the game.
4th quarter, 7-0 Lamar leads. Hopkins under center. They fake it, and Hopkins going to keep this one himself. He's got one man to beat, and Hopkins moves forward, and it is a touchdown for Lutheran North. Hopkins, and you said it earlier, Bob, deception, misdirection, that was the reason why the Lutheran North Crusaders were able to score on that play. There were so many players going to the left-hand side. The quarterback runs it out. You have one player to block. He ends up getting blocked, and you go in for an easy touchdown.
Well, great play by Lutheran North. Great deception. Just hid the ball. It was a great job.
Swinging gate set up for Lutheran North. They come back in, and this is a big play right here, though.
Yeah, this
key. Extra point.
He's kicking against the wind.
But we've seen this kid, Tim Brannicky, a very strong left-footed kicker. It is blocked by the Tigers. Oh, man, now Lamar has a 1-point lead after the block.
That was huge. Huge play.
And that's the first time that we've really seen a lapse on special teams for Lutheran North, and it could be the biggest one of the game. Wow. Lamar in the lead, 7-6, 7:09 on the clock. We are back in 30 seconds. This is the home of the 6-time defending Class II state champion Lamar Tigers. My Country 101.7.
Hey Tiger fans, Steven from Outback Archery in Joplin. With hunting season upon us, don't get caught in the woods with old gear. Come see us for all your archery needs. We're an authorized dealer for most industry-leading brands. Matthews, Mission, Bowtech, Diamond, Elite, Bear, and several industry-leading crossbows. We have a full inventory of new and used bows and hunting accessories. Come practice on our indoor range and try out our video Techno Hunt shooting system. Outback Archery of Joplin, 410 East 7th Street. Visit us on Facebook or visit www.outbackarcheryjoplin.com.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back for another Lamar Beck and Trust kickoff. This time it comes from Lutheran North, the left-footed kicker, Brannicky. And it is going to go right through the hands of the Tigers returner. And that is going to be a decent return after letting it go right through his hands, the freshman Case Tucker. And he takes it to about the 26-yard line. Lamar will come out on offense, and right now you just kill as much time as you can while still maintaining to drive the ball.
Well, great job by Case Tucker. He's a freshman. Ball is slick, goes through his hands. He's got enough mind to pick it up and go ahead and make some yardage out of it.
7:04 on the clock. Tigers 7, Crusaders 6. Tigers with the ball. You talked about earlier, a team gets down, their offense digs in, they end up scoring. Now their defense probably digs in knowing that they need a stop here. There's Duncan Gepner on the run, a decent run of about 2 or 3 yards. And the Lutheran North Crusaders come up with the ball, but they say he was down before he fumbled. So the Tigers will continue to have the football after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, the ball going to be set at the 29-yard line. 6:39 left in the game. Let's see if we can eat some clock here.
You do want to run outside, but you don't want to get too close to the sideline to where the clock stops, that's for sure. 6:26 and ticking. Henderson with the direct snap. He runs it. He's got a lot of green. Looks like he's going to get a first down. The far line judge has given him enough yardage for the first down. We'll see, and they do move the chains. Another first down for Lamar.
Great run by Michael Henderson. Turn and spin. Ball set at the Tigers' 36-yard line, it looks like.
7-6 the score. Lamar in the lead, 6:13 and ticking here as every second ticks off. The Tigers closer and closer to their quite possible 7th straight state title game over in Missouri. At Missouri, I should say. A run by Travis Bailey, the first time we've seen him as a ball carrier this season.
So I will say this. Last year I saw Travis Bailey. He ran the ball on junior varsity. Kid's a horse.
Really?
Oh, you saw it. He was not afraid to lower his head, and this is what you want. You need someone who'll pick up that 3 yards. Travis Bailey will do it.
Yeah, if his defensive prowess is anything to say about his running ability, he's one of the best. 5:28 on the clock and ticking still. Bailey in motion. They'll keep this one to Henderson. Henderson driving forward with his feet after contact, and the clock stops. And that is another first down brought to you again by Stevens Automotive, and that's a big one.
Yeah, we need the chains to set. Start the clock up again. We need that clock to disappear.
Lamar in a good rhythm right now so far. Lutheran North, their defense needs to set in if they want to have any chance of possibly playing next week. And Gepner loses his footing. A gain of about 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Clock just hit 5 minutes. If we could pick up 3 first downs, we'd have it.
A tall order against a defense like Lutheran North, though, that's for sure. Shotgun. Gepner hands this one off to Lucas. He slips at the 50, loses his footing and falls.
Wow, that field has to be getting fairly slick. Rain's been coming down the entire game. Good thing is, clock stays running 4.5 minutes.
3rd down and about 5 yards to go, 49-yard line. This is a big 3rd down right here. Lamar needs to convert. And a timeout is called, as I figured they were going to. Coach Bailey, one of the smartest coaches out there, he decides to take a timeout. We will as well. 30 seconds, and we're back right here on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports. My Country 101.7. The score 7-6, 4:08 on the clock.
Are you really ready for hunting season? Open 7 days a week, John Sports Center has a full line of archery equipment in their new archery section. Top brand names like Matthews, Mission, Carbon Express, and Raven. Plus, John Sports Center has a large inventory of high-quality used bows. They also have a full line of archery equipment from arrows to tree stands. John Sports Center can get your bow tuned and checked out so it's ready for the season. John Sports Center also has a full line of clothing and work boots, including Carhartt, Columbia, and Danner. Go to John Sports Center and score, 1806 North Broadway in Pittsburgh, or go to johnsportscenter.com, Facebook, and Instagram.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
3rd down. Here comes Cooper Lucas again. The last time Cooper Lucas had the ball in the direct snap. He went for a touchdown. We'll see a lot of defenders trying to gobble him up, and they will stop him short of a first down. 4th down, Lamar.
Yeah, they saw what was coming. They switched with us. It looked like they'd seen that play on film. Lutheran North's called a timeout with 4 minutes.
So Lutheran North will call a timeout. We'll keep it here because we don't want to miss this play because it's 4th and about 5 yards to go. Lamar, I mean, you almost have to kick here and just hope your defense stops because you don't want to give them the ball at midfield. That's a tough spot.
Yeah, I can't imagine we're going to go for this with 4 minutes left. Coop's able to put that ball deep into their territory.
Especially with the wind now.
Yeah, let them try to dig themselves out. They've got the ability to do it. Lafayette County scored again. Score in that game 19-7. They're in the second period again.
Want to thank all the people that have helped us with this broadcast. Mike Clements, Jim O'Neill, Jeff Tucker, John Gilkey, Lamar Bank and Trust, Fast Eddie Hot Rod Shop, Justin Ogden, Kevin Bull, Jason Bartlett, and Pat O'Neill, along with our main video sponsor, and Stevens Automotive. A bad snap, and Lamar, he has a lot of room, and they will push him out of bounds. The snap went through I think the slickness of the football got through the hands of the long snapper, and it rolled to Cooper Lucas. He was able to stop from giving Lutheran the ball at the 30. They will instead have it about the 45, and this is a bad spot for Lamar.
Well, Lamar's defense is going to have to dig in here. They're going to have to dig in hard. They're under 4 minutes. If they can stop them, turn the ball around, then they'll have the game. Key down right here.
The stars and moon align for the Lutheran North Crusaders as they get the ball at the 44-yard line with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go, and a score would win them the game. Any score, whether that be a field goal or a touchdown. Lamar, 4-man front, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs, and T-Dub with the stop. That's what you need when you're the Tigers right there. Loss of 1. Running it was Kanan Brooks, unable to get much going.
T.W. Ayers, big in there, knocks him down, reaches down, helping him up. Both teams doing this. Great sportsmanship.
2nd and 11, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. If you're people that you know aren't watching this game online, they need to tune in because this is going to be a thriller down to the last second. They will hand this one off to Donovan Marshall. Gets forward, a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and short for the Lutheran North Crusaders.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be spotted just shy of their 26-yard line. Yeah, ball on their 26. 3 minutes on the clock.
3 minutes and ticking. Both sidelines getting loud now. 36-yard line, 3rd and 3. Lutheran North needs a first down here. It'll be a keeper this time. Again, the same runner that had the touchdown last time, Josh Hopkins, the quarterback. He does the same thing. Fakes it, kind of holds it underneath his body, and then runs around, and nobody really knows where the football is. First down, Lutheran.
Yeah, that's a great play by Lutheran North because it's very deceptive. They've got the D-backs, linebackers coming up to meet the run time after time. Then he keeps it around the end. Great play, Lutheran North.
2 minutes and 30 seconds ticking. Lutheran North really not pressing the issue yet. Not running tempo offense yet. This is a lot of room for the running back. He makes his way after a gain of about 5 yards. That run was for Nick Lotz. And T-Dub with the open field stop as we tick under 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, and it is ticking. Again, like we said, they're not really pressing the issue too much. Not going tempo yet. 2 minutes, here we go. The final 2 minutes of this contest right here. Lamar trying to go for their 7th straight state title game. Lutheran North trying to get there for the first time since 1999. A good stop that time by the Lamar defensive line. It'll bring up 3rd down and short for Lutheran North. This is another good third down opportunity for the Tigers to maybe make a stop, but you're obviously into 4-down territory if you're Lutheran North.
Good thing is clock running. We're at a minute 30 right now.
I don't know why they're not hurrying up. I would think that you would try to. I guess they have a lot of confidence in their offense right now. Split backs. They ended up running this one a sweep. He will not make it to the first down, and he will also not make it out of bounds, so clock will not stop. 4th down. The clock is still running, 1:05. The Crusaders still have one timeout left, and it looks like now they are going to take it.
Wow, ball is set at the Tiger 24-yard line. There's under a minute. This is the play of the game right here.
Yep, we will go ahead and keep it right here because we don't want to miss any of the action. But under 1 minute left to go, and it comes down to this, 2 yards to go for the Crusaders, and you have to be watching that Josh Hopkins run where he fakes the handoff, curls it underneath his body, and runs off to the right-hand side or the left-hand side if it's flipped. But you got to be watching that.
Well, the one thing that the Tiger defense is going to have to do, they're going to have to stay home across the board. They can't bite on fakes. They're going to have to trust their teammate to make that play, and they're going to have to play their position.
This is a huge play for head coach Carl Reed and the Crusader offense. They get stopped here. This game is virtually over.
Did you say no timeouts left for Lutheran North?
Now they have no timeouts after they took their last one. The Tigers do have one timeout left. 59.7 seconds left to go. 4th down and 2. Play of the game right here. Hopkins under center. They give it to the running back, and doesn't look like he got it. It does not look like he got it, and the Tigers will take over possession of the ball.
Those who are watching by video, we lost video right at the end of that play. The Tigers take over the ball. Under a minute left. There are no timeouts left by Lutheran North. We should be able to kneel this game out. Under a minute, no way for Lutheran North to stop the clock.
And we have to restart their stream, but I'm not going to, so we will not have video for the last 54 seconds of the game because we can't stop, because if something happens, I'd rather have it on audio than have nothing. So 54.9 seconds on the clock, 7-6 the score.
We should be able to kneel this out because, they're with no timeouts, you can't stop.
And it will be a kneel for Duncan Gepner, and that will most likely come close to ending this game. We are going to restart this thing so we can at least have something, I guess, towards the end of this game. 34 seconds. There's about a 10 or 15 second difference between the game and play clocks.
Yeah, one kneel, and that's the game. And there's the game.
That will do it. The play clock is now higher than the game clock, and the Tigers will go to play in their 7th straight state championship game against who we don't know yet, but we will find that out very soon. The Tigers win 7-6 the final, and it was the hardest fought game of the year. I thought I wasn't going to say that again after last week, but no doubt about it, this one, the biggest game of the year.
Wow. I'm going to say, Coach Bailey, the coaching staff, bringing the boys back after last week's scare into this level of play. You have to play at a level that we've not played at all year. We saw Tiger football, Lutheran North, phenomenal team. And Tiger football maintained. I'm so proud of our boys, so proud of our coaches.
And Lamar didn't have the easy way to do it. They had to go on the road 2 times to do it, once in Ava last week and today in St. Louis against Lutheran North. And for Lutheran North, you have quite a few seniors on this team: Donovan Marshall, Kanan Brooks, Nick Lotz, Devin Ruffin, Ronnie Perkins, Keelan Anderson, Kobe Reed Pope, Keyshawn Van Dyke, Tim Brannicky, and also Jackson Yee. All great players for this Lutheran North team that will either play college football or not, but they will definitely not play another game of high school football.
Well, it looks like Tigers are going to be facing the Lafayette County Huskers at the state game. Lafayette County now up 25-7. Looks like they're in control of this game. You don't know, but it looks like it. Also, Valley Catholic 35-21. They're in the fourth quarter over Lockwood. Great game there. Mount Vernon at the half up on Lutheran South. We think that's it. Staley big up over Carthage 41-13 in the third. Coach Guidey doing a great job at Carthage. Phenomenal program. Coach Guidey, this is going to bring an end to their season. Webb in the third up by one touchdown over Platte County 7-0.
We're going to go ahead and take a break, come back with more of the Heritage State Bank postgame show. We'll wrap it up, talk about what this win means and what playing in the 7th straight state title game means to this Tiger team on the other side of this break. This is the Heritage State Bank postgame show on the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT. LBT's staff is available to discuss account questions and solve problems when you need answers. Consider a switch to LBT, a customer-friendly bank that has a winning record of personal service, quick loan decisions, Tiger Pride debit cards, and mobile banking. Lamar Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CY6 Designs has moved up to the east side of Lamar Square at 1030 Broadway. Their new location gives them plenty of room to handle all your custom printing needs, from full color custom banners, vehicle graphics and wraps, custom screen printing, team apparel, signs, and embroidery. Have a design in mind? Ask them about custom designs and printing to fulfill your needs. CY6 Designs, call them at 417-682-4018.
Now available at CY6 Designs. Laser engraving on most items, and also trophies. Go Tigers!
Parks Towing congratulates the Tigers on a great season and continued success. When you are stranded because your vehicle won't go, then call Parks Towing. They tow anything from cars to big rigs, and they go anywhere, anytime. Parks Towing can also get your car unlocked, bring you fuel, or get your tire changed with their mobile road service. Write this number down so the next time you need help, call Parks Towing, 417-761-4218. That's 417-761-4218. And they also offer a 10% military discount. Parks Towing.
Redneck Blinds. You've heard about them or seen them. But have you heard the quote some people say? Jason Aldean says Redneck Blinds are the Cadillac of all blinds. It's ridiculous how perfect they are for hunting. Dale Earnhardt Jr. says Redneck Blinds are durable, well-built, and beautiful. You can get away with a lot of movement within the blinds, and you don't have to worry about scent. Luke Bryan says Redneck Blinds are the top of the charts when it comes to shooting houses. They are warm, comfortable, and better designed for the hunter than anything I have seen. But don't just take their word. Check out a Redneck Blind today at redneckblinds.com. Redneck Blinds and outdoor products, changing the way you hunt.
Did you know that over one-half of every dollar you spend stays in the town where you spent it? And the sales tax you paid goes to improve local roads, parks, and emergency services? During this upcoming holiday season, support local businesses and jobs by enjoying a shopping experience right here at home. We at the Barton County Chamber encourage you to shop where your heart is and shop local. Visit bartoncounty.com to learn more.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here to the Heritage State Bank post-game show. Tyler Dare alongside Bob Peterson. And, Bob, it came down to a blocked extra point because if that thing goes through, we'd be looking at overtime right now. So a special teams play wins it for the Tigers, and now they will go on to play their 7th straight state title game next week in Mizzou.
Not surprising. You saw penalties, and then the special teams make the difference in the game. And when you have a tight game, that's where it's usually going to end up, special teams and penalties.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, really, the toughest fought, I mean, obviously you can look at the score and see it, but the score doesn't really tell the story of the game like you would know by listening or watching this contest, because like some people have said up here in the press box, either team could have come away with this game, and it wouldn't have been surprising either way.
So when you take this from a coach's standpoint, it's so easy to get thrown out of your game plan. You come in as a coach, and then you get behind or you get scared and you start throwing crazy stuff out there. Both of these coaches kept with their game plan. Phenomenal job of coaching on both sides. The boys both played their hearts out, both sides of the ball. It just came down to one blocked extra point, and that's the game.
And then a Lamar stop on 4th down. Don't forget that. That was the biggest play of this game, other than that blocked extra point, as now Lutheran North will spread away from the prayer circle in the middle and also their own prayer circle over there and come towards their fans who are screaming. And an incredible season for Lutheran North, undefeated until obviously they weren't. A very strong team for them, and if they would have been playing next week in the game at Mizzou, I don't think a lot of people would have taken anything away from this team, because they played like they could be state title contenders today for sure.
Well, and they're one of the best teams in the state. This is arguably the best team we've played all year. Last week it might have looked like that, but our boys, you know, when you play football, there are some games you look past them. We were looking to this game even last week, and our boys were not ready for the level of competition that we played last week. This week, they showed up, great heart. I mean, the boys had to dig, because you come away from last week's game, and you're a little scared. You're wondering, are we going to be able to hold up against these guys? And our boys came out. Cooper Lucas took the game on his back. I'm so proud of that boy. He is phenomenal. I hope somebody picks him up. Great player.
You know, we was talking about it, and you know, we say his name a lot. We say a lot of players' names quite a bit, but honestly, Cooper Lucas had some of the biggest plays in this game, open field tackles. I think he had a hand on the blocked extra point. I mean, honestly, player of the game for him, and although we probably could say that by a majority of the games, he is one of the strongest players that this team has. And now the Tigers will go in, play their 7th straight state championship game against what looks like going to be a Lafayette County Huskers team out of Billingsley, Missouri, I believe. So it's going to be a good one next week for sure.
Well, I will say this also. Our D-line played phenomenal today. Those are some big boys on the other side. And for our D-line to be able to hold that power run that's coming at you time after time after time, our D-line did a phenomenal job. Linebackers stepped up. Just a great job controlling the line of scrimmage.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we will most likely be joined by assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. If not, we'll talk a little bit more here on the Heritage State Bank postgame show. But the final score, 7-6, Lamar on top of the Crusaders. It came by way of a blocked extra point, and the Tigers are headed to Mizzou next week to Fraught Field at 3 o'clock on Friday, as they will take on most likely the Lafayette County Huskers out of Class 2. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll be joined again, like I said, by assistant head coach Thad Lundeen on the Heritage State Bank postgame show. This is Lamar Tiger football on My Country 101.7.
Lamar Bank and Trust Company and the Lamar Tigers. Now that's a winning combination. Internet and mobile banking are available for the busy lifestyle, and quick loan decisions are the standard at LBT.
Hey, Tyler, can you hear me?
Hey, we're on the stream, so what do you need? You need to text me, please.
Hey, you can hear me, right?
Yes, but people also that are on the stream can hear us. Can you please text me?
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. You are able to hear me, Tyler?
Yes, as is the 700 people that are on the stream watching, yeah.
I did not do that.
The body shop and collision department as well. Trust your ride to the guys who literally know cars inside out and upside down. Fast Eddie's Hot Rod Shop, 902 Broadway, Lamar. Call 681-0125 for an appointment.
Does your car shake, rattle, and roll? Barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialist at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar, or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
Upgrade your internet to NetVision's high-speed service today. Whether for your home or business, NetVision has the speed that can fit your needs. With standard service plans up to 20 megabits per second download and upload, as well as unlimited data, you can stream video, send files, or just browse around on the internet with no need to worry about your data use. We have been serving homes and businesses in Southwest Missouri for over 13 years with our fast and friendly techs. Give us a call at 417-232-4774 and let NetVision help connect you to the world.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHST 101.7 FM.
Welcome back to Lutheran North as Lamar Tigers take down Lutheran North by a final score of 7-6. They will play in their 7th straight state title game. Today was 9 straight semifinal games, now 7 straight title games, and it came by way of a extra point that was blocked, because if that thing wasn't blocked, we would be heading into overtime right now, and Lord knows who was going to win that game, because it was basically all up in the air between the two teams, Lutheran North and Lamar. So incredible game by both teams, nothing to be ashamed of if you're a Crusader fan, a Crusader player, parent, anything. The Crusaders played unbelievably well against a team with the 5th longest winning streak in the nation of 47, now count them 48 games in a row. Probably one of the strongest teams in all of Missouri, not just Class 2, as are the Crusaders. I don't know who was ranking them at number 3 in Class 2, but they should have been at the very highest class, or number 2 on the ranking, because that team is very strong, if not possibly number 1, because they could have taken down Lamar today, and it would have been very, very good game. But again, we'll go ahead and take another break. Still waiting for Coach Lundeen to make his way up here. I hope he is going to make his way up here. A lot of them looking like they're making their way to the Lamar buses, but obviously Coach Lundeen has been up here every game so far. So we will go ahead and take another 4-minute break. When we come back, we'll have more on the Heritage State Bank postgame show. The Tigers again win and advance to Farott Field next week on Friday at 3 o'clock. We will have that game on audio, no video for that game. You can watch that one on Misha TV. Again, MSHSAA TV. That is a pay-per-view game. We are not able to do that game on video. So, again, the Tigers will go on to play at the field where the Missouri Tigers play at 3 o'clock next Friday. But again, we'll go ahead and take a 4-minute break. This is the home of Lamar Tiger Sports, My Country 101.7.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage.
Or you can find them at heritagesstatebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Dr. Ted Reevely proudly supports the Lamar Tigers and has committed his practice to serving his patients by using current techniques and technology to provide optimum dental health. All phases of dentistry are provided, including short-term orthodontics for older teens and adults for a total wear time of only 6 to 9 months. No dental insurance? Call for information about the new in-house benefit plan and see if it might help you or your family get the care that they need. Ask about Saturday appointments with Dr. Brian Reevely. Call 682-3393 for an appointment. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturday, and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're afraid of going to the dentist, you should consider visiting Dr. Jeff Moyer and exploring the idea of sedation dentistry. Dr. Moyer can fix your teeth, restore sore gums, and brighten your smile without discomfort. By taking advantage of the sedation dentistry option, you'll feel like you slept through your appointment. No more hiding your smile or putting up with unnecessary tooth pain. Find out how sedation dentistry can change your life. Call Dr. Moyer's office at 417-682-5871 to make an appointment today.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
There's a lot coming out of the oven at DQ with our new line of DQ bakes, including new artisan-style sandwiches like the warm and cheesy chicken bacon ranch on ciabatta, or try one of our new snack melts in flavors like bacon barbecue chicken to cure all your snack-size craving. And to finish it off, we're now serving up hot desserts a la mode like triple chocolate brownie paired with our famous soft serve for the perfect mix of hot and cold. So experience the new DQ bakes only at your Lamar DQ.
Vision Solutions provides outstanding medical and routine eye care for patients of all ages, with 3 locations to serve you in Lamar, Nevada, and Stockton. Need glasses or contacts? Visit their office for the newest technology and latest styles to fulfill all your vision needs. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the video broadcast of Lamar Tigers football and prides themselves on protecting the eyes of their Tigers since 1969. Find them on Facebook, online at myvisionsolutions.com, or call 682-3301 to schedule an appointment.
Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating would like to wish their hometown Lamar Tigers football team good luck this season. Heating season is just around the corner, and it's time to get your heating system cleaned and checked to ensure it is working properly. If it's time for replacement, your local family-owned York Heating and Air Conditioning provider since 1991, Jeffrey's Plumbing and Heating, can take care of it. Call Jeffrey's at 417-682-5727 for all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Go Tigers!
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on KHSD 101.7 FM.
Welcome back here to the Heritage State Bank postgame show. We're joined by Victorious assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. And, Coach, you made a comment that I've thought for a long time, that you'd rather be in a game like this and possibly lose than just blow teams out like the way the Lamar Tigers do. And an incredible game, really. 7-6 the final. It come down to a Dylan Hill blocked extra point, in which, if not, if that didn't happen, we'd most likely be looking at overtime here. But an incredible game, and one of the hardest fought games of the year. I didn't think I was going to say that again after last week, but this week another hard one.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I said before, I don't want to lose anything, but there's something to be said about growth. Growth in a human being is no different than growth in the weight room. If you don't put the body, or you don't put the relationships, or you don't put the team through some sort of setback, some sort of adversity, you don't have any growth. Just like when we hit the weight room, if you're lifting weights that are easy for you, you're not going to get any stronger. And that's the one thing that probably is going to continue to stick out about this team, is the resiliency to not succumb to any of the adversity that steps in your way. We've done a great job of, it's hard. It is hard as a 43-year-old to go through those games where you're up early in the season, and you think you get in a certain mindset, and then you get in a close game, and the easy thing to do is to kind of, get a little worried about stuff. And as an adult, it's a little easier. I can't even imagine what it's like as a high school kid. I never was in the position as a high school kid to get up big on teams and then have to figure out how to win games late like that. And so it was a big key to us to continue to win and continue to get better. And we talk kids a lot of times, it's not about the scoreboard. It's about where we are as a team, how we're playing, what we're doing together. And after the game last week at Ava, I think there was a false sense of negativity about how good we were. Everybody's questioning, can we do this? Da-da-da-da. And today, probably the coolest part was, I come up here to the field, and we got some stuff done. And finally, I head back up to the deal to start doing my taping, and I walked in, and for the first time in several weeks, they're playing country music. And it was just like, wow, we got our boys back. They're stupid, but it was kind of cool. So, you want to grow from the things that are happening in your lives, happening on your team. And I would say this team right now is growing enormously. And I would think that would put an enormous amount of fear in whoever we play next week, because we have proven we're not going to go away no matter what you do.
And a lot of people were saying that this side of the bracket was most likely the strongest one, and this was most likely the de facto championship game. Is this was going to be one of the best games of the year, and it showed itself 7-6, a final there. And
that would be taking some credit away though from Ava, because Ava played their butts off last week, and this side is big, and this has been touted as the game, to look at in the semifinals, and I don't think that's fair 100% to Ava, because I got a ton of respect for those kids after playing them last year or last week, and talking with some of them throughout the week. It's cool when you have fans reach out. I've had fans reach out to me from Ava and just hit me up Facebook and stuff, and so I'd be taking something away from them. Not trying to be mean to you. I'm just saying that Ava has got a ton of respect for me. This team's got a ton of respect for me, and the other side of the bracket, this isn't a true bracket where you reseed everything when you start over, get out of districts. So you just never know when the state championship game's been. We've had seasons where you felt like the state championship game was in the quarterfinals. Felt like it was going to be there, and then the next game is kind of a lull. What's going to happen? And I think our kids are to a point now they don't care about that stuff. They just want to go play. They're getting to play in a great atmosphere. They get 7 more days with their brothers. They get 7 days to be what every adult male dreams of being, and that is the king of their town. They get to walk around and say, we're part of this. We're going to this, and all the work from the drive home from Springfield last year, because it never really ends for us. That this is how they get paid, is to put all this forth into one ball game. And I know they're super excited to get one more week together and have a chance to get one more story to tell. We talked about stories, stories at high school kids. I can't tell you a lot of the teams we won. I can't tell you a lot of the teams that we lost to in high school. I can tell you about the memories that happened during football games. And Dylan Hill coming up with that block is bigger than anybody believes, because I'll be honest with you, we can't block a field goal in practice. We're probably one of the teams in state. We practice that for 20, 30 minutes there. We can't block one. Dylan had a rough week of practice, and Dylan figured out how to get something done. He learned how to play on the defensive side. He learned how to save his team in the ball game, and that was the first thing I told Coop. Coop came over, and we just talked about the play where they scored, and said, hey, man, you got to watch this. This is the play that's coming back. And he got overzealous and went inside, and as soon as the touchdown went, Coop was tapping his chest, and I'm pointing to Dylan. Go tell Dylan thank you, because Dylan saved him on that thing. Great job, everybody, but great job, DH.
And one last question for you, Coach, before we let you go. Chance, you guys are going to play in your 7th straight state championship game. A chance at 7 straight. What does this semifinal win and going into play next week mean for your team in this group of kids?
It means a chance to alleviate some pressure. What people don't realize is how much pressure these kids are really under. If you get them by themselves and you say, what's your biggest fear? Well, their biggest fear is they're going to lose this thing. And that's unfair. That's not how it's supposed to be when you're 15, 16 years old. But it is what it is. I mean, that's, we knew if we were ever able to get things and go in the direction we wanted, it was going to be like that. It was going to be an enormous amount of pressure, and with the winning streak, it kind of compounds the pressure. And so what does it mean? It means a chance for the kids to get 7 more days to put in the work, and they know where the end is. The rest of your, a lot of you don't know when the end's going to be. Now you know. Now you know next Friday evening this season's over with, no matter what happens. And it gives them a chance to put forth everything they got throughout this final little term, and cement themselves as the next level, the next ones. And what will it really mean to the rest of us, town included? Man, there's no telling. I mean, this story is it's got several more years left in it before we all are able to sit down and say, what was it about? What did this really mean? And I know it's super exciting to be around fans, to be able to bring not only the excitement to the kids, because it's not only the kids, it's to the fans and to your friends that you got in the stands and your families, and to see the excitement that comes through their eyes to see a win on a field like this. And it's just super. The whole community's, I got people, I'm not from this area. I'm from north central Kansas, and they ask what's going on, and I just tell them, you just have to come down. Just come down, spend a weekend. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but I'll just tell you, this is special. The whole town, community, the businesses, I mean, the businesses had to fork up some extra money to be able to get this film on TV, and they did it. It's big for the kids, but more than that, it's big for the whole town, for the whole community, and everybody that gets strength from it. Because there's a lot of people that draw a lot of strength from this team and all of our sports team. They I don't want to say they live vicariously through them, but it gives them hope to get up and get some stuff done that sometimes they don't feel like doing.
All right, Coach, as always,
thank you very
much for coming up and talking to us, and best of luck to you guys next week. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll be joined by the head coach of the Lamar Tigers, Scott Bailey, right here on the Heritage State Bank postgame show. Again, the Tigers win 7-6 the final, and will go on to play in their 7th straight state title game next week.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage.
Or you can find them at heritagesstatebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, sow roots, give nourishment, guidance, and care, through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy. Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. In Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
They do. I'm one happy camper. Maybe that's the reason so many people come to Shelter for their car insurance. We have great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. To find an agent near you, go to shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Bruce Boline show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Are you in the market for a rental home or business property? A call to O'Sullivan Properties will probably fulfill your needs. O'Sullivan Properties has a wide selection of properties available in the Lamar area, from apartments to business property, available to fit your needs. O'Sullivan Properties wishes the Lamar Tigers the best of luck throughout the season. The staff and management of O'Sullivan Properties is a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers, on the field or in the classroom. O'Sullivan Properties. Stop in at 1011 Gulf or call them at 417-682-5521.
American Family agent Eric Hughes and his staff, Amber and
Welcome back here to the Heritage State Bank post-game show from Lutheran North High School. Again, the final score 7-6. The Lamar Tigers take down the Crusaders of Lutheran North due to a Dylan Hill blocked extra point, which was an incredible play. And, Coach, before we welcome you in, I really don't have too many questions for you. I'd rather just get your feelings on the game and what you thought. And just a lot of greats in this game. A great offensive performance, great defensive performance, but a great game as a whole.
I tell you, Ronnie Tucker told me the other day, he said, Scott, I think the last thing you need to tell your kids before you go play that game is it's okay to have fun. He says, I don't know that they know that it's okay with you to smile and laugh and have fun when they play, and they kind of take on your demeanor. And I'm not a guy that I'm kind of a stone-faced type of guy when it comes to doing things like this. And he says those kids need to know and they need to hear it from you. So I told them, you guys need to understand that we're playing a really good football team. We're a really good football team. It's going to come down to blocking and tackling. But it's okay. I gave him permission. It's okay to smile and laugh and have fun playing this game. And I think a week ago, there was no smiling, there was no laughing, there was really no joy in what we were doing in Ava. And I don't want to take that away out of our kids. And today, cold, rainy, windy, really good football team that we're playing that's taking a lot of stuff away from us. They're taking a lot of stuff away from us. And our kids are smiling on the sideline. They're laughing and joking with they're loose. They are having fun, and I think that them being able to enjoy the joy of playing football was really special today. The whole trip has been outstanding. Our kids have conducted themselves. Everybody in Lamar should be proud of this group of kids and how they conducted themselves in the hotel, at the restaurant, on the buses, here at the stadium. Everything has been so respectful. Comments coming from people all the time about how well our kids are acting, and then they show up here today, and I know the people over on this side of the state say that the game between Lutheran North and Trinity was, if you wanted to label it the greatest high school football game or epic high school football game, but 7-6 with 2 run teams knocking heads. The game don't even take 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're not going to get very many possessions, so each one of them matters. You got to make something happen. Field position is so important. So now it doesn't just come down to offense and defense. Your special teams guys got to do a job. And I thought that the Lutheran North kicker and punter did an outstanding job of making us go the entire length of the field. And against the defense that we're playing, and we're going to struggle to do it. I thought that our coverage teams did a really good job against their skill guys in making sure that we protected as much field position as possible. The skill players that they have are some of the best that we've played in since I've been here. And we were able to, one, keep them out of the end zone when we're kicking the ball. You got to defend the whole field, but also force them to go the 70, 75 yards to score, and their kicker did the same to us. So for me, this is the best type of high school football game. 7-6, 2 run teams knocking heads, and goes right down to the end.
Yeah, you actually took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to ask you, we haven't been in very many of these games this year at all. Last week and then this week, really the 2 big defensive games. I was going to ask you, are these the type of football games that you enjoy the most?
Absolutely. I do. People are going to say I'm lying that you like it when you're ahead by 50. Well, when we're ahead by 50, I know we're not going to get beat. But as soon as we get ahead by 50 and one of my JV kids or one of them doesn't do something right, I'm mad at the end of the game. In this game, the idea of trying to play perfect isn't an option. You're not going to. They're going to take so much away because of their ability level that you got to just keep searching to find a way. Our touchdown run play, I didn't call that play. Coach Lundeen called that play. I was searching everything that I had, trying to find a way to get first downs, get us into a position to score, do something, get us close enough to kick a field goal. And I was running out of play, and Coach Lundeen says, "Why don't we just try Cooten and see if we can?" And it worked. Didn't work too well the second time, but it worked the first time, and that's good enough. And then the play call that Coach Reed made from Lutheran North on the naked, that is an outstanding play call. Didn't have it in their playbook. They're doing the same thing. 2 good football teams are going, and they're searching for something that can get them into the end zone. And Cooper's tracking stuff down from behind, and so they naked off of him, and probably the best part of that whole play and that whole scenario is I got a senior, and I love him, and he loves me, and we've butted heads before, believe me, but. And I've had seniors in the past. I have seniors today that have blown plays in big games for us that have still, to this day, not taken ownership that they blew. Before he left the field, before that play was over, Cooper told everybody that was him. He was trying to make a play on the opposite side of the field, and his responsibility is not there. And the best part of that play is Cooper taking responsibility. There isn't, everybody knows he's an outstanding football player, and he could sit there and rely on his ability and his accomplishments. But for him to look at his teammates and look at his coaches and say, "That's mine," he says, "That's mine." For me, that's the best part of the play. I would be willing to bet that if he learned that from me, or he learned that from Coach Lundeen, or he learned that by being a part of our football program, then that makes us a success. He took responsibility for a breakdown, and then Dylan Hill on the PAT block. What kind of practice week ODH have this week? Little. Yeah. What we were doing with our defense is very stressful for Dylan and Tank. One, they're responsible for the fastest kids on their offense, and they got speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to quantify their speed, but at some point you just say they're fast, okay? And so those guys are responsible for that speed. And in practice, there were some days that weren't going so well for Dylan. And for him to get that PAT block, first of all, for our defense to get them out of their 2-point conversion plays, because they have 3 formations that we know of, that we saw, and I don't know how many plays they have out of each formation. So for them to get out of their 2-point conversion plays and try to kick the PAT is good. You've gotten lined up. Sure. You got yourself lined up. And then their kicker kicks the ball so high, you're not going to get a center. You're not going to get a middle push and T-Dub and Coop block this thing. It's got to come from the edge. So we only had one shot. We had DH, and he got it blocked. And that's for him, for Dylan. I am so happy for him because of the week of practice he had and the stressful, everything that he went through just to get to game day. That was a huge reward for Dylan. Huge reward.
And, Coach, in a game like this, in a state championship level contest like this, and then last week too, how big really is the grease board on offense and defense come into this? I mean, you can plan for anything, but in a game like this, and you have to kind of draw some stuff up, how big is that grease board for your team?
It's actually smaller with us because of the injuries we've had. We had to limit a whole lot of stuff on offense because we just had kids out, and you got new kids in, and so you can't do as much. So on offense, we had to limit what we did. We tried a 5-man front defense through the week to see if it would help us with our run game. We decided that it wouldn't. Went back. I believe that for our kids on defense, if they know where to line up and how the other offense is lining up and who their read key is, and they can maintain that focus. That's kind of hard for a high school kid, but if they can maintain that focus, we're strong enough and fast enough we can play pretty good run defense against about anybody. But on offense, we scaled down a lot. Just had to. We just couldn't. We didn't have enough time throughout the week to get all those new linemen and skill guys enough reps to make sure we were comfortable working it during the game.
Well, Coach, as always, thank you so much for coming up, talking to us. Great win for your team today.
Before we get off here.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how many fans Lutheran North had in them bleachers, but I know we packed our side. And it was loud, and it was, I don't know how to say it, that was educationally loud, because you yell when we're on defense and Lutheran North's on offense, you just make it as loud as possible. But when we go to offense, I don't have the voice I once had, and I'm trying to call in plays. It's nice when our fans get quiet when we're on offense. Today, it was outstanding. I could call in plays and talk to Dunk and communicate with him, and he could hear me. And then we would go to defense, and I'm back there working with the offensive line. Jake Timmons keeps track of he has the iPad, so he's keeping track of the plays. And so we're back there watching the plays with the offensive line to see what we can and can't do. And you just hear an explosion of noise from behind us. I mean, I'm having to yell at Jake and yell at the linemen because they can't hear what I'm saying with our fans right behind us. Our fans deserve so much credit for getting all the way over here on a day like today. And man, let's go to Mizzou in a week.
Yep, there's about 400 or 500 of them in the plaza too, screaming and yelling back there. We're listening and watching it.
Let's go to Mizzou in a week, and let's do the same thing.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thanks a lot for coming, and good luck to you guys this week at practice. Once again, that is victorious head coach Scott Bailey, along with assistant head coach Thad Lundeen. Special thanks to both of them for coming up and visiting with us up here. The final score again, 7-6. Lamar takes down Lutheran North in an incredible football game, and they will go on to play at Mizzou next week against who we do not know yet, but that game rounding towards the middle to late parts of that contest, so we will know very, very shortly. Well, Big special thanks back in the studio to Willie Jackson for helping us out, and also Bob Peterson for doing color commentary as well as running the camera for us. A huge special thanks to each and every one of our video sponsors: Mike Clements, Jim O'Neill, Jeff Tucker, John Gilkey, Lamar Bank and Trust, Fast Eddie Hot Rod Shop, Justin Ogden, Kevin Bull, Jason Bartlett, and Pat O'Neill. A special thanks to each and every one of those people for helping us have this successful video broadcast. For all of those of you at the square and at the plaza who could not come to this game. But again, a final score of 7-6. Lamar wins, and they will go to play in their 7th straight state title game. Again, a special thanks to each and every one of you for listening. This has been Lamar Tiger Football on My Country 101.7.
The air is cooling off and the days are getting shorter. That means it's time for Friday Night Lights. The staff at Heritage State Bank is proud to cheer and support the Lamar Tiger Football Brotherhood to victory. We're a hometown bank with people you know and trust. Come see us for all your banking needs at one of our convenient locations in Lamar, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, or Carthage.
Or you can find them at heritagestatebank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You work tirelessly, plant seeds, and sow roots. Give nourishment, guidance, and care. Through flood, through drought. And one day, when you look upon the harvest, you realize what it was that you planted so long ago. A legacy.
Legacy Farm and Lawn. Your legacy is dear to us. In Lamar, Lockwood, Joplin, and Nevada.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
Oh, how could you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.